What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Blackout Podcast. My name's ODM, one half of Lighter Shade of Brown, your daddy's favorite rapper, your tu madre's favorite DJ. Don't get it twisted. Who's on my left over here?
Crystal Perez, a.k.a. Remy's mom, a.k.a. Crystal, a.k.a. La Blackiana. Here we go.
I love it.
Too
I love
many
the
names.
different, AKAs you throw in. Now you're throwing your perrito right now.
You know, Mother's Day just passed.
Name's
by.
Remy? Oh, that's right. After the liquor, huh?
After the rapper, but the liquor too.
Yeah, what's up? It's your boy Money Moons, a.k.a. Dinero Luna. Back in the mix.
Who's over there hitting switches?
It's all the way live. I think I was getting kind of old now. We need a new one.
No, never. No, I got to let the month play out, man. The lakeside joint right there.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tortanator, a.k.a. DJ Danny Boy.
Woo-wee. And
Yeah.
welcome to the YouTube channel, The Blackout Podcast. As we mentioned, we go live on Mondays, 7 p.m. Pacific time here at Bubba's Tacos in the city of Ontario. So if you're ever in the area, stop on by if it's before 5 p.m. because y'all, if you know. Best tacos on earth right here. With that being said, let's get into it today, everybody. Tapping in. Today's guest, no stranger to the world of film and reality TV, a renowned film director and the star of True TV's popular show Operation Repo, Once Upon a Time, and that's what he's definitely known for. I mean, I know this guy from that as well. We all grew up on it. He also created and served as director and producer of Mundo's series Fugitivos de la Ley. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Los Angeles. Yeah. Give it up for my homie Lou PIZARRO.
Hey.
What's up, big dog? Fresh off the cruise ship.
Oh yeah.
Suave.
What's going on, man?
Anthony Moons right there.
Anthony Moons. Oh, you giving up the government?
Hey, what's up, Tony Moons, baby?
I like that. We need to use that.
It's your boy Tony Moons.
Hey, we just
a.k.a. Tony Moons.
So we just got back. Let's really quick, man. Let's push off how Saturday we were in Denver.
Yeah.
Denver went to Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And we did a show with, it was called Jammin' de Mayo, and it was with Midnight Star, Zap, who was just with us on the cruise, which we'll get into in a little bit. Last week, Cinco de Mayo. Who else we had on there? MC Magic,
Zap.
Color Me Bad, yeah, Zap, and it was just super lit. Only thing it was really, really cold because it's an amphitheater, so it's kind of like the one here in Devore. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Which the same...
Yeah, it's the same day.
Promoter was throwing the Art LeBeau tribute this past Saturday too. So we were in Denver anyway. It was lit. Shout out to everybody in Denver. We had a great time out there, and we stayed the whole damn time.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit was lit.
I'm telling you, having Don Julio on your rider is a motherfucker, bro.
Hell yeah.
Shit, and the Absolute, fool.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So we had a good time, and we couldn't leave until we finished the bottle, which was successful at that show, man. Shout out to Denver. Thank you guys once again, 1015, for having us out there, and thank you, Mr. Alan Beck, and the rest of the crew. That was Saturday. And what'd you have going on, Crystal, on Saturday? Did you have any gigs?
A little private event Saturday, but, I did a digital detox, so I didn't post nothing.
Okay. You know what? Your events are always private. I'm beginning to wonder what kind of private events they are.
I do all kinds, baby. Yeah. All kinds of parties. Need the DJ. Wink, wink.
Horny.
Where can they find Miss Crystal if they want a private event?
Hit the DMs. Hit the email.
Slide in the DM.
I love it. It was turned, man. It was lit. That's good, man. That's cool. So no punch bowl in, no covering for the
not this
over
week.
here.
Nah, this fool covered it himself.
Yeah.
That's all the way live. And let's see. So Sunday, Mother's Day. Shout outs to moms. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Me and Danny, we had a little Twitch escapade yesterday, live on Twitch. If you guys caught it, it's over on the ODM Twitch. Come, join us, man. We play music. We had the kids in the background swimming in the pool. The father-in-law suegro was what? He cooked them with some short ribs.
I don't know, but whatever he got, there was on some ribs. He said he got them at Stater Brothers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go get those.
Super fire.
Fire.
You ever had those?
I have not.
The flanking ribs. They're flanking ribs is what they are. That should be-
Flanking.
Yeah, and it was red. It looked like ranchera.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it wasn't.
Oh, they got the little bones in them, fool? Like the
Yes.
little oval bones?
Yeah.
Oh, those are fire. You get it from the kind of.
But you don't eat those, though, Vato.
Yeah, I used to those
So you
already.
don't eat those.
What, the bones?
No, you don't want to do those, bro.
No.
It'd be hard. It'd go
see the
easy
meat.
to go in, but hard to come out. You know what I'm
Those
saying?
shits are fire. I always get those and barbecue them.
Dang.
I don't need them, no, fool.
But they were fire. Shout out to my suegro for doing that. You know, it was Mama's Day. We had the moms there. I had my mom there, my wife, and my suegra all in the same spot. And Theos, we got pretty turned up. So here we are on this Monday, back at it. Lou Pizarro. Hey, man, the floor is yours, brother. How was your weekend? How about that?
Well, it was great, but before I get into that, man,
Yeah.
I got to say here at Bubba's, you know, he made me this pastrami sandwich, right?
Okay.
And he says, yeah, I can make it this way. And I put some garlic on it. Oh, my Lord. First I asked ODM, I said, is it cool if I have garlic? Because I'm going to be right in front of you.
I'm getting
homeboy,
hungry as
know?
you speak.
Oh, the other half's in the car on the way home.
Yep.
That sandwich
go.
was so good, man.
And you're not bullshitting. You're
No,
not just saying
I'm
that.
a food guy. I eat, all, like I was telling Crystal,
Yeah.
I was telling Anthony, I've eaten just about anything you could imagine.
Yeah.
You know,
Not shy on the menu.
Yeah, so getting back to the weekend was a roller coaster ride, man, for many reasons. Some of it are personal, but for the most part, you know, we had a job to do. We were on the old school cruise.
That's right.
And you know, before I even get into it, it's
That was so
funny
lit.
because MC was MC Magic. He was doing another show, right? He met us in Ensenada.
Right. He
jumped
was
on
doing the
ship.
Lovers and Friends in Vegas.
That's
yeah.
gangster, man.
So he
I'm
flew
like,
into Vegas, or excuse me,
San Diego.
Ensenada.
He
I
did-
thought he flew to San Diego.
Is that what he said?
I think he said San
Oh, did he
Diego,
drove
and then
it?
he smashed down to Ensenada.
Yeah, that's the real Magic Man right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he gonna miss that check. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. So the old school cruise was great. A lot of great people. A lot of great bands, man.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. And one of the things that I'll jump in, you know, when I got back, and we'll kind of go back, I had text Jomo. I said, Jomo, I got to share this with you, man. I go, ODM was on stage, and he did this beautiful tribute, man, you know, to the late, great Art LeBeau. And I had to tell her. She
Oh,
goes, you
that's
have
awesome.
video? I says,
Appreciate
I
that,
go,
my guy.
Bro, I mean, wow.
I love
man.
Jomo, yeah.
Just
Shouts
boom,
out.
right there he did. I'm like, that was just a class act. And I had to let her know. She probably will never tell you
Yeah.
that I told her, but I had to tell you, man.
All
And,
of
and she was looking for it online, so hopefully she found it. But
Yeah, it was part of the show. I do have it at home. I don't put up the whole show video,
Yeah.
just clips, you
Okay,
know,
yeah.
sizzles as you would call it.
Yeah,
But
sizzles.
shout outs to Jomo. That was like I don't know if she still works with
Yeah,
Art LeBeau,
yeah,
but
she
that
was
was
there
like
with
her,
us.
his right hand man, right?
yeah, she
Woman, excuse
yeah,
me.
right hand woman.
There you
She's
go.
badass. So we were right there. So we were, you know, we had a good time this weekend, you know, at the Art LeBeau tribute.
Yeah.
Everybody paid their respects and did their thing. It was great. It was a packed house.
I saw it. So you were at the DeVore one, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh,
Yeah, 13,
okay.
14,000 people there. I mean, paying love and respect. Of course, we had Romeo. Romeo's there. Old school Becky
Shout out to
Lou.
Romeo K-Day.
Yeah, and Jimmy Reyes.
What's up, Jimmy?
Man, I've seen more than Jimmy, and he was on a cruise with us. Been there. Yeah, so
We felt the same way in Denver because we saw Zap there. We were like, we were just with you guys on the cruise
Yeah.
last week. Matter of fact, Moons, tell her your story. You went to a store and somebody on the
Oh,
cruise
yeah.
recognized you.
I was in Denver at a bar or a store, and then someone's like, "Hey, man, you were on the cruise?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's on Letter Shade, and
He
I was
just
like,
got
"He's
recognized.
like, bro, I just saw you. I was just on the cruise with you." And and he took a picture real quick.
In Denver.
I was with
Damn.
you when no, somebody said something like that to you on the cruise. I was on the cruise. Were you on the cruise with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody was saying that, hey, aren't you so and so from another show on the cruise? He goes, I was just with you guys on a different show.
Oh, is it
was
really?
a fan. Yeah.
Oh shit.
What
Well,
the what?
So Moon's at?
Yeah.
Oh, so you doing shows for other groups? Or what? Dad, get your money,
don't-
Vlad.
I don't remember.
Hey, bro, hey, no hablo, man. I'm sorry.
That was Tony Moons. What was it? What's your new name?
Tony
Yeah,
Moons.
Yeah, that's
That
nice.
was the other guy.
Yeah, yeah,
That
exactly.
was the other guy, man.
sick old
Crazy.
school crowd over here.
Oh my God. So how'd you feel about the old school cruise?
So it was our first time on a cruise. Myself, I think the whole group, right? All of us, right?
Yeah, my first time.
And wifey, we brought our girls, and it was all our first time. Man, I loved it. I can't wait for next year, which we're already booked, 2024, 2.0. But you know, walking on it, you know, it was just you didn't feel like you were on a cruise, unless you were outside, of course, upstairs where the pool deck was, where everybody hung out. But like in the middle, when we were inside, when I walked up, and you were like, you came up at the same time on the mic with Cheetos the night before. It was Friday, I think it was. And the place is like one big strip mall. It reminded me of that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, the promenade.
Yeah, because you have different stores there. That was cool. There's a bar in every spot.
Yeah, woo.
And then of course we had to get the deluxe drink package, Lou.
Must be nice.
Oh my God! Talking about the drinks. So I'm on stage, and I guess I had like 10 minutes to bring up the next group, whatever they were doing something. And so I, was hanging out and talking to the crowd, and I said something silly, man. I'm like, hey, man, like, what are you drinking? I said, gin and tonic. And it's, get him a gin and tonic. So they brought me one. I'm like, oh, man, I'm a lightweight. Don't bring too many.
Yeah.
With two, I get a buzz. On the third one, I start feeling real sexy.
Clothes start coming off.
On the fourth one, anything you want. Do you know how many gin and tonics I got that night? 20.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I couldn't. I was,
Who kept count?
20.
I know. I was gonna say
They were different people were bringing. Oh, come on. Are you feeling sexy yet? The ladies, the girls. I'm like,
sexy?
man, I ain't even gonna tell them how I was feeling.
Yeah.
This was all night long. They were just bringing me.
That's hospitality right
Yeah,
there.
it was a beautiful thing.
And one thing I want to point out is Lou's wardrobe changes. Okay?
Yeah.
Every time I saw Lou, he had a different outfit on.
I
It was
love
like,
it.
I was like, and
Showmanship.
the hair was slicked back and looking all simpatico.
I heard about his blinged out outfits. I want to hear more about those.
So you know what? I love the bling. I've been a big fan of Zap. All the old school, people that wear the blinged out jackets and stuff
Art
like that.
LeBeau
The
wears
shy
Las
lights.
Cinquez,
Art
right?
LeBeau, man.
Yeah.
I want to get some gold boxers like his, but they don't make them in my size. I got to all my stuff's custom made because I have like a weird body. Right?
Nice.
So and it's just that much more expensive. Like
Sure.
even the old school shirt that I just had made, I just had this hat made right here. So that was cool. So
Oh, there you go.
I love it because I love to express my femininity, if that makes sense.
It's your star quality.
I love music. I'm driven by music since I was a kid. And that's another story where I came from. The people I grew up listening to, it's like lighter shade of brown,
Appreciate it.
So
You mentioned Michael Jackson earlier.
Michael Jackson, it's like 1979. I was telling you, I think before I remember taking the bus to go to the record store to buy my first 45, and that was I Want to Rock With You.
And he had the beaded, bedazzled,
Oh,
everything
yeah,
custom.
yeah.
All blinged out.
Yeah. So his album 1979. That's when I got my first 78 Sugar Hill Gang.
Nice.
Rapper's Delight. That's one of my favorites, man. Coming from the East Coast.
In fact, I seen you perform that every now and then.
Yeah,
You'll go up there on stage and that'd be part of your act.
I just did it a little while ago with the unit. They're phenomenal, man. We had some time. I was waiting for the next band to come up, and so you were right there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I love it. And I'm like, hey, unit, boom, we did it. I did a little kind of my version of it, which was cool. I have fun with it.
Right.
So yeah, I grew up with these cats, and
I'm sorry. What's sizzling? We cooking back there?
Yeah,
Is that bacon or what?
Remember, we're at a taco
You
spot,
hear it
so
like
I hear
that.
sizzling.
man,
That's that Bubba's ASMR.
I love
Oh,
it. I love it. Man.
All horny.
Don't ever do that. Look at me again.
we made eye
That was
contact.
Danny.
Whoever it was, I
That
know
was
you were
Danny.
looking at me.
What do you say? Why you licking your lips while you're looking at me?
So, but I even have like ties that are bedazzled. That's when I first started doing the cruise.
Yeah.
This was I think 2018. I started with them.
Yeah.
2018, 19.
Okay, so you've been doing those cruises. Yeah, man, we had a blast. I don't think it was long enough. Obviously, 3 nights. It's just, we were drinking. First night was cool because we didn't perform until the next night, and then Sunday. And then when we got to Ensenada, that was cool. We got off the boat. We went to Papa's and Beer. We bought some freaking.
Vibes.
Yeah, you know what goes down at Papa's and
Turned
Beer.
up.
You've been there.
No what?
I
No what?
stopped
Okay.
short.
Dude,
I
that's
didn't
some
make
crazy
it there.
shit.
I had to work. I had to go back. I went
Okay.
45. So, but getting back to the promenade, when you guys
Yeah.
rolled up, you and your entourage,
Yeah.
man, it's like if he's Elvis Presley, I'm not even playing. You guys, are just, all the people are like trying to get to you guys and take pictures. And it's-
Well, we
That's a
pretty much
beautiful
stand out when I got
Yeah.
this guy on side of me and this guy side of me. They think that they're my bodyguards for
Yeah.
some reason.
Security?
I kid you not.
Straight up.
And we're always in all black, all of us.
And we're behind them. No homo.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta
And
give
they're
him a
going, is that
raise.
your security? I go, nah, I'm going like he raps when he DJs. Like,
one thing I got to mention, bro. When you were on stage, you guys were on stage. Do you notice how the women dance different when you guys are up there?
I never thought about
is that
that.
more
I'm-
cochina or less?
Start shaking it?
They're just more sexy and sensual, dude. When I'm not even playing, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, that certainly changed quick. Don't stop, guys. Keep on. I mean, it was. I'm telling you, You guys probably don't notice because I notice because that's what I do.
Well, I'm not allowed to. My wife's right there 3 feet away. I'm not allowed to like it.
Yeah. No, but
Really?
Yeah, no, absolutely, you're not allowed to like it. You
See,
know,
Danny, that was your Nipsey Hussle outfit you had on, man. The bandana print.
I saw that at 2 piece.
Yep. I was trying to be like Lou.
All flashy, Danny Hustle.
You see
My
how they're
cousin.
they were like jumping on different things to you. They were like, I'm like, how did they get up there? They were finding different, places to stand on. It was just amazing.
Go-go
So,
boxes, makeshift
yeah,
go-go
it
boxes.
was.
Ooh, you give me an idea now. Just for Latin actor, bring out the go-go boxes.
Damn.
Hey.
Put brownies on them.
Line them
Low
up.
key.
Bedazzle it out.
Yeah.
Low-key.
No, just to be up there on that I've been on a lot of stages, as you know. But to be honest, and I'm looking at the crowd and I'm going, I'm on a fucking ship.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is a
crazy,
fucking
yep.
ship. These are little tower things, little slides that I see on the TV. Like I said, it's my first time. So not only were we experiencing, but we're also performing. Everybody's up on deck like that. And just have it's all vibes on the old school cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, and for having us back again next year. We can't wait to go back, man.
It's gonna be amazing. All right, Crystal, you gonna make the cruise?
I'm working on. No, it's actually sold out. I thought. So I'm not
We'll be able to squeeze you in the luggage.
Yeah, I'm only 5'0", so
Hell
don't take up much room.
You and your little perrito, man. We'll be all right.
Nah,
Remy?
she too wild.
What's going on with the today's block of cheese, man? Though, man, we want to know what's cracking, man. We give them a few stories. What's happening?
So shouts out to all the mothers, beautiful mothers on Mother's Day.
All right.
One
Mother's
of
Day.
them, as you know, Miss Rihanna, Riri and ASAP.
Yeah.
They just had a birthday party for their 1-year-old, and they just released his name too. So it was a Wu-Tang inspired birthday party for their 1-year-old, whose name is RZA.
RZA.
Wow.
They named their son
RZA.
RZA. Of course, we know Riri is pregnant with a second, but yeah, so their first son just celebrated his first birthday. He had like a sick ass birthday cake. It was just like a stack of money, and it was all everybody was Wu-Tanged out.
I went to.
She like the colors. That's tight.
Yeah.
Rick.
It was like a little rave party. I was looking at it, right?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
I got was this amazing.
Yeah,
shirt.
Rocky's rave shower, and all I got was this amazing shirt. That's dope.
Rihanna dressed up as ODB. I'll say
I was
ODM.
gonna say,
Oh, that's
what
my
they named
cousin.
their kid ODB, huh?
Rest in peace to my
Imagine?
primo.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
Yo, this is my son ODB.
Baby, I like it raw.
Really gonna get in trouble.
So shouts out to Riri. For
Hey, they had to come with the,
Yeah,
the dress because she's all about her and the other icon right here, ASAP, man. They're all about their
They
fashion.
They don't
bro.
play, when it comes to their fashion. So that's pretty dope to see, and also unexpected. Nobody expected his name to be RZA.
What does he go by? Pretty boy Flacco.
Yeah, man.
that pretty Mo Flipper.
Hey, when you guys have your first kids, man,
Who?
Yeah.
one of you guys,
You
One
guys
of
are a
us?
couple?
Name
No.
it ODM or what?
No, I say whoever has a child first. Name it ODM.
Little,
I'm just checking.
What rapper? Okay, what rapper would you name your child if you had a choice? Pac, huh? I know it's Pac.
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 What about you?
Pac.
Rapper?
Rapper.
Lil Pac, fool?
Lil Pac?
Well, I'm saying I already named my dog after Remy Ma. Shouts out.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know. I'd
yeah.
have to think about that, but
All right.
Interesting.
What about you, Danny?
Rapper?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Your next
probably,
baby.
Little Nipsey.
Nah,
He in the same outfit. He
maybe
has
maybe Ty.
Ty Dolla?
Yeah.
Like Ty Dolla Sign?
Yeah, maybe Ty.
Yeah.
Or Jermaine. J. Cole.
Jermaine Dupri?
J. Cole.
J. Cole?
J.
Yeah.
Cole. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
J. Cole for sure.
What
Would
about you,
probably be
Will?
the first one.
That's dope. No, I'm done. I'm not having no more kids. You have to worry about me. But
Shit.
fake believe.
If you got
I
a
don't
dog,
know.
what would you name him?
If I had
Favorite
a
rapper?
dog, a rapper?
A dog.
Mr. Seaman?
You know what's so funny, man? Like I don't want any more kids because I have
Yeah.
a lot, but not that I'm gonna have a kid, another one.
Yeah.
Little boy, just to name him, Little Herc.
Lil Herc.
He's
Ooh.
the creator of
Hip hop, yeah.
hip hop.
Yes, sir. Cool Herc.
Yeah, Cool Herc.
Lil
Hey,
Herc.
it's not too late, man. Look at fucking como say Robert De Niro at 79 just had a baby.
No,
Still
right?
knocking them out.
Wow.
Straight up.
People were asking this. I was watching another podcast. I think it was Brown Bag. Do you think it's selfish to have a kid at that age?
Because he's gonna be dead before he gets out of high school.
Yes.
I don't have an answer, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It
See-
was an accident, fool.
No. No.
No?
That was a smart move on the other end part, but
Oh, yeah.
Ah, I see what you did there.
yeah.
Get that check.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even think it that way.
Secure the bag.
But you know what? He wants to continue as men. Let's go back to biblical days, right?
Yeah.
They want to continue their legacy, and that's what men did.
Yeah.
You know.
And the kid's going to be taken care of, right? Financially. So.
Man, well, he's old as biblical. I mean,
That's first kid? Is that his
What's
only
up,
kid?
Rob?
I think it's
Is that his only kid or no?
seventh kid.
Oh, 7?
His oldest is like 46 or 47 or something
Oh wow,
like
it's
that.
a range right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
See, they'll take care of each other then.
He's trying to create his own little mob.
Yeah.
The Godfather.
Imagine. Shit.
Damn.
Hey, one of my top 5 movies, The Godfather. Yeah.
Nice.
Classic.
Yeah, I was-
Oh yeah.
I'm making my free camera first. Is that the right movie?
Yeah.
Okay. That one, Goodfellas. Oh man, they all classic. I just saw Bronx Tale not too long ago too, for the very
that's
first time.
Oh, yeah?
Don't come for me, but
Have you
it was
seen
good
that
one.
movie, The Irishman he's in? Irishman?
I haven't because
It's
it's
like
like
a 3-hour movie, but that
yeah.
shit's
Oh, yeah.
bad.
You
dog.
gotta carve out time for that one. I still haven't seen it.
That one's bad.
Exactly.
It's like
But
it's
that's
one
a
of my
Martin
favorites.
Scorsese, so gotta get that on the Netflix or whatever.
No shit.
Classic, bro. It was
The,
fun.
the actor from Bronx Tale's in that one?
No.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert
Oh,
De Niro's in
okay,
it. It's
okay.
like all the
those-
old school mobsters, huh?
He plays
Yeah.
the Irishman, and then we cut, a lot of same guys from Casino.
Yeah, all the Scorsese
Goodfellas and
clan.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Love
I
those
painted-
movies.
based on a book, on a true story. I paint houses. So, and it's kind of like the Jimmy Hoffa thing, how they assassinated him, stuff like that. It's a really great movie.
Man,
Hell yeah.
love me some Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
What else you got?
TikTokers are taking over the world. You guys follow Shorty Bay? Shouty Bay, my bad.
I know. I was
I
trying
know
to
he
look her
does.
up.
Danny's favorite.
What's it?
Fucking vibes.
No, what's your favorite one
Show
though?
me your meat. Show me your meat.
Show
me your meat
Show me your meat.
TikToker Shouty Bay hosted a meet and greet over the weekend at a mall in LA, and it got canceled after 10,000 people showed up and they started running fades. These fools.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was. I heard a bunch of Edgars in the crowd fighting.
Somebody was complaining about what was it? That she paid $5 to go see her, and I didn't
Oh
see
yes.
her.
Oh, she was saying some derogatory stuff to her.
Really bad.
All of a sudden,
Upset.
yeah.
Everybody's just rushing.
Yeah, man, I was here 5 minutes. She'll say it right here. You have the volume up or not?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because it was such a short-lived thing, right? So people were waiting all day long. That's a sick-ass crowd right there.
So they're trying to get her out. Little Pinky.
Little pink.
You're gonna see the hater come up right now.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
You know the
escorted
vibes.
out by sheriffs.
There she is.
How did that happen?
Pay $5.
She was talking all kinds of mess.
I didn't even know she had so much pool, dog. I didn't know she was like popping.
10,000 people they had
That's a
her. I
shitload.
heard.
Crazy, dog.
Wow.
It's
amazing.
like an arena right there.
So shouts out.
Isn't that crazy?
Raza Zone, yeah.
How I mean, you even posed the question earlier. Like, I can't believe like she brought that many people
Yeah.
and just shut them all down like that. Today, social media is crazy, man. You can go famous for anything.
She's
Viral.
viral though, dog. All her videos that she posts, like, look, even Danny's playing them. You know.
She got all these
Show me your meat.
catchphrases.
Show me your meat.
Well,
I got
Danny
them as
keeps-
drops. I have them as DJ drops.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
really?
you know
Yeah.
the fucking vibes.
Or,
That's
or I have the the little Foods Gone Wild one.
Yeah.
I mean, we
That's
both
her?
do, but yeah, that's her. Like, you
Oh,
know the fucking
shit.
vibes.
Damn, I
And
didn't
then
know.
just add a reverb to it, and it'll like echo. That's pretty tight.
You know those Foods Gone Wild? They're doing it really good, man. They-
Yeah,
killing it.
they're putting on for the.
They put a video like years ago, man, and it just hasn't stopped playing. They just sent it to me the day before yesterday, and I'm talking like it's not even me talking, but it's funny as heck.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it got like millions of views or something.
Yeah.
While they do
Yeah.
the voiceovers.
Yeah, the voiceovers.
Hey, what's up, little Mr. Scante here? Like stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I was drinking a baby bottle and
It was a Modelo.
It was you?
But yeah,
Oh, I did see that one. It was a couple
that
miles.
was,
Yeah.
that
Send
was
the link.
hilarious. It's been playing forever, man. It's insane, and it just keeps
That's
on
tight.
popping up. But it's funny, man. Those guys, congratulations to those cats, man.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
their niche.
Mr. E, you know, he's definitely made a mark in the industry, and he's one of the leading, how do you say, Chicano community type
Okay, influencer.
influencers.
Accounts,
Granted, a lot of
yeah.
people don't like. Some people frown on it because he's kind of like he's making fun of cholos, if you will.
Like mocking and shit.
But it's like I just think, man, you got to have a sense of humor. Period. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? We all laugh at ourselves. If I can laugh at
But
myself,
he does a lot of good for the community too, because he always posts like when people are harassing like street vendors and stuff, like bringing light to shit like that
Right.
happens within our community. So
Right.
you know, shouts out. Got to take the good with the bad and have a
Absolutely.
good sense of humor, like you said.
yeah, he's got the platform for it too. Him and like Foods community, and I'm following all these foods, man. So I get my like Chicano,
Following all
you know,
these foods,
yeah,
news.
foods community, all these foods. Crazy shit, man. Big game going on tomorrow. If y'all already don't know, Lakers.
And we got booed in Denver though.
So Lou, that's one thing we didn't mention. Come on, bro. So okay, Lakers just clinched it over the weekend, and we happen to be in Denver the next day.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going, yeah, we're going to Denver. I'm bringing LA on my back.
Oh no.
So I go watch this fool. I watch. I go. I'm gonna throw LA. I gotta represent, man. I go in. He was like, I don't know, fool. I don't know how they're gonna react. Of course, he reacted like I expected. I was like, hey, what's up, everybody out there? Hey, man. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets. I started.
they
I
go-
softened them up a
They
little.
go crazy, dog. It was fucking loud.
I go like, that's cool, man. That's cool. But you know, our LA boys are coming on Tuesday night, right? About to whip that. Boo the the biggest. I've never been booed on stage in my life until that
There you
night,
go.
man.
And then we hit Latin active.
All right, guys. All right.
And then you want them back with the, with the
That's
beat.
funny.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you know what? But
Yeah, they were
that's
mad.
Tuesday. Let's talk about tonight, man. It's party, and we just kind of eased our way into the music, and it was all due. But no, shout outs to Lakers, man, about to do their thing. You already know. Western Conference Finals, game number 1, going down in Denver tomorrow night.
They're playing the number 1 team, dog.
And a lot of people want Denver, believe it or not, favored to win it because supposedly that they haven't won in
They
years
never
or
won.
something.
No, they never won.
They've never won.
They've never
Okay,
won.
there you go.
If
So
they make
they're
it, it'd be
due?
their first time, yeah.
Damn.
But I think they're just hating because they hate LeBron, dog.
You ever hear that saying that history repeats itself?
Uh-huh.
So they're probably not going to win.
Well, they were
They break the
saying
cycle.
Right
that
on, Lou.
yeah,
we
Lakers-
know he's going for it.
Hey, Lakers are gonna win, dog.
they were saying it's a repeat of the bubble. When they played each other during the bubble, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
COVID.
Oh, that's right.
I thought you were talking about the John Travolta movie, dude.
The bubble.
Boy in the
Bubble
plastic bubble.
Oh
That,
no.
man.
When the Lakers, the Nuggets, Miami Heat, and Celtics, they played in the bubble in Miami or something like that, and it was the same team.
You're right.
That same lineup.
Yeah.
So they were saying that it might be a repeat
So it's
of
a rematch?
Lakers and Miami Heat.
Yeah, that was the year that they said, "Oh, it was a fluke that the Lakers won," because it wasn't real because there was no fans in the stands. Like, shut up.
They would play sound though, like the sound. But
With the little cards, I saw Lou Pizarro's card in the third row.
Did you see that?
Hey, fool, they had the digital ones, huh? Wasn't it like digital fans or something?
you gotta buy it.
cardboard
The cutouts.
and-
The cutouts.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, huh?
Oh,
Did
it
it
was one. I
grab
think you were one. No, you
Hell
got to be on
yeah.
the screen.
You're
Hell
a digital
yeah.
fan,
My
fool?
boy was there live.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
My boy was
reset-
live.
Yeah.
They're like
Me and
TVs,
Evelyn.
right?
Yup, and they create these little stands, man.
That's
and
tight.
And they fan you to the TV screens. Me and Evelyn, and I think Garrison was on there too.
What? That's
It's
tight.
fun.
It was sick. It was sick.
It's like Hollywood. what's
Live
that
and
shit
direct,
called?
but
Squares?
digitally.
Yeah.
So more shows to come. We're looking forward to that game tomorrow night, by the way. And shout outs to Bubba's. We're here live in Ontario, if I haven't mentioned already. Thank you for supplying the guests. Us, as always, Bubba, for the
Much
delicious food. And now let's get into Mr. Lou Pizarro right here himself. Thank you, brother, for coming out today. We actually connected first in, I want to say 2014, 2015. I'm just going to go there with it because that's, when we met. And I met you backstage at our Art LeBeau show. And it was with DTX when he was still here. Matter of fact, that was the first time him and I, that was our first show together after so many years. And we just kind of rekindled that. And he was in my ear and he was like, hey, Robert, what? Hey, you got to meet this homie, my homie Lou, man. He over here, man. He said he a big fan of the group, man. And, hey, all right, come on, man. Let's go, bro. Yeah, man, he's right. And there's where I was introduced to you backstage, brother.
I remember like it was yesterday, man.
Yeah.
It was a great thing. I was starstruck. I'm telling you, man, because I was. You can imagine not only me, but how many Latinos that have been in situations inspired by your music.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So we'll
No,
leave it
you
at
were
that.
funny because you were singing the song
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh,
And
my
I
God.
was so honored because, come on, man. This is Mr. Operation Repo right here singing my shit. Like, I'm humbled enough to say that,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes,
So,
sir.
and, it was a great meet, Again, it was one of those things that it was meant to be at the time.
Right?
And, we just started collaborating and talking and staying in touch. And next thing you know, boom, we're doing stuff together.
We had an idea, or you had an idea that was, and it was like formed that night, the whole thing, right? About doing a reality show type docuseries on Lighter Shade of Brown, right? Am I saying that right?
Exactly right. And it was titled A Lighter Shade of Reality.
Mm-hmm. In fact, there's a trailer up right now. I'm sorry we didn't have it, but it's on YouTube. You can search it, and it tells a little bit of what we had going on. But we were only able to get so far because of the unfortunate passing of DTX.
Yeah. So we did get 3 complete episodes in the can that, God willing, these things will be on the air pretty soon. But because of the unfortunate situation, no episode 4, so we decided to collaborate and do a documentary.
Nice.
A powerful documentary, an award-winning documentary.
Absolutely.
On Lighter Shade of Brown, on ODM, on DTX, on everything that happened there. The whole
The
thing.
movement.
Yeah, so that's where we're at now.
Okay. That's awesome because it's been about 6-7 years now almost, right?
Yeah.
Since it's been done completely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Can we talk about why it's
Absolutely. Man, run
okay,
it. You're the
so-
producer. Go ahead.
So the episodes we have, we're clear to put them out there, and that's one of the things we're going to do. But we're trying to, figure out how to get the documentary out there because it's driven by all the original Lighter Shade of Brown music. And we cannot find to this day who owns the damn library. I've talked to everybody. I've talked to Universal Music, Alien Music. I've talked to, Alan Beck's trying to help us out, Del Berger. I've talked to so many different there's at least 6 or 7 other people I've talked to.
What is it, like just some hidden like record label out of New Hampshire somewhere?
Rudy Esquivel, my executive producer and producing partner, dude, he ran down Smokey Robinson because they said Smokey owned it. So he ran him down at the golf course. I said, Smokey, what's going on? We got 11 songs and we can't get. He goes, oh man, we sold that a long time ago. Who did you sell it to? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
And so, I mean, I think we're really close now.
You're talking about the Sunday afternoon song.
No, we're talking about 11 songs on there that we're using to drive the documentary. So, and a lot of those songs, some of them were sampled, so it gets a little bit more complicated.
Right.
So, but they're a lighter shade of brown library. Even like I was talking to Thumb Records at that time. Was it Bill or Tom? Was it?
Yeah, Bill Walker.
Yeah. So he was, trying to. I mean, there's a lot of people we talked to, and bro,
Nobody's
chingao, man. Come on, guys.
Nobody knows. And, fail on me, shame on me. I mean, that's why artists, do your homework, man. Know your business. Know where your music's going, because I'm a prime example. I'll be the first one to tell you like that. I should know where this is at. And, I'm in the midst of trying to get, attorneys and this and that, just trying to really dig in to see where our shit's at. Because it's already been, we're going on 35 years. Some say that those masters should already have been back to me.
So originally,
or us.
Originally they said, I think the conversation was 10. But no, I did research. It's 30. So if you're saying it's 30 years.
Yeah, plus 33 at least.
If it's, are you serious?
1990 is when we released. We're in 2023.
94 was, what songs were 94?
That was the Laying in the Cut album.
Was,
Hey DJ, if you want to groove.
Okay, so she, oh my gosh. So this makes it that much more easier because we can just replace those songs from 94 that are driving that documentary, because the rest of them are the main songs.
Yeah.
Because I have 11 songs. And so here's the deal, guys, if you don't know.
We're figuring shit out on the spot.
If you get caught, if you get in trouble, if you get an infringement lawsuit, a minimum $100,000 infringement, minimum per song.
Damn.
That's over $1 million that I don't got.
11
Like
songs.
my bank account is in pesos. I don't have that type of money.
It's a lot of Bubba's tacos.
So,
Yeah.
so I mean, this is. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. 1990, bro. Brown and Proud, Hip Hop Locals 92, and then Laying in the Cut 94.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody hit up Scooter
Damn.
Braun. I bet
Yes,
he has
sir.
it.
And that's not including like the movie soundtracks that we did. Mi Vida Loca, I Like It Like That. You can use those songs too.
But I talked to my entertainment attorney. He said after 30 years, they're like,
Golden?
you guys get them back.
Really? It's
After
like a
30
time
years.
cap
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah.
That's like
right.
mandatory or what?
Yeah.
Everyone gets it
Great.
no matter what?
I mean, I don't know those details,
shit.
but okay, I'm sorry for taking up time on that, but that's
No.
really good news, everybody. So that, again, we want to do a special screening of the documentary on the Old School Cruise.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo 2024.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Sick.
Yeah. So we'll see how that
First
goes. But wow,
time.
this is great news, man.
Yeah. Look at that shit. We just figured out the spot, man. Come on. Give me some clappers.
Coming out next week. Imagine.
Honestly, it's fascinating to kind of hear, the rundown of how you guys even track that down or get a hold of it, just so you're able to even use it for your own projects. That's, that's the kicker right there.
Yeah.
It's been a process, but
Yeah.
it's, you can't stop. I've started other projects. I mean, I've gotten movies and projects done in 6 months, 8 months. Some take years. I got other ones that took me years. I just released a movie that took me 6 years.
Wow.
So, but there's different circumstances. But if this is
Filming
what you do,
6 years or get everything finalized, just paperwork and all that?
So I had one, the Psychic Visions movie.
Okay.
So at that time, my partner who passed away, Luis Estrada, rest in peace, Tocayo, he wanted to edit it in Mexico. So he took it to Mexico, and there was a big earthquake. And the building was condemned. And that's where everybody did all the post-production and stuff. So we couldn't get it for 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Then when they let him go in there to get it, he went to go have lunch with the guys, and he left his briefcase in the back seat.
Uh-oh.
They broke the window and took the drive. Both movies were lost. So I had El Vidente and Psychic Visions. And if it wasn't for that, I had 3 half-hour cuts and 4K rough cuts.
Okay.
No other
Damn.
files, nothing. So you could imagine I had to wait for the technology, to advance to help me do this. And they finally did. And just not August of last year was when we got the new sound program that came out that was able to do what we needed to get it done.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got it done.
You made it happen.
Yeah, so you just never know. Circumstances, man, they pop up all the time.
And this is out already, or
Yeah, it was on the cruise. We showed it on the cruise. I showed 5 movies. I showed 15 episodes of Operation Repo. It was on a loop.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
so-
kept, you know what? I kept hearing your voice. I was, hello, vatos and vatas. It's 8 a.m. It's time to
It's
get
the old
up.
school cruise.
The old school cruise. And
Oh, yeah.
between this is Rowdy Naughty or whatever his name
Naughty
is.
Roddy.
Naughty Roddy. And then-
Angel
or-
Baby.
Angel
Or
Baby,
Lou Pizarro, I heard
yeah.
him, and you were right on my TV. If you wasn't the videos running, that's right. They had 3 channels running: the
Yeah.
old school cruise, and then your movies.
Yeah, it was just a great thing that they did that for us, and it was it felt good.
Yeah.
It really
Hell
felt
yeah.
good, man. So along with
yeah.
those 20 gin and tonics, it felt really
Shout outs to Raj, by the way, on our bartender. If you ever go to Royal
Put up with
Caribbean,
us.
he's right in the middle of the promenade right there. Just ask for Raj. He'll sell you your
He's at the bamboo lounge. or
bamboo.
something.
Bamboo Lounge.
He hates us, fool. He
Shout
don't like
out.
us no more.
Yeah. Hey, he told us, come on back. I was like, hey, be careful what you ask for.
And we went back.
More than 6 times.
The only reason why we went back because there was food across. That's why. So it was more convenient for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
This-
I
We
like
had-
this way of
My
thinking.
dog was
Yeah.
at the pizza line.
We had pizza,
guys.
man. Every night we close the night out with the pizza right there at the pizza spot.
The steak.
Hey, shout out to Anthony Brito from the chat. He dropped a super chat on us, and he says, "Sup, Blackout fam, tapped in on my B-Day. Been asking for Lou, and you guys delivered. So happy birthday,
has been.
Anthony."
Oh.
So
All
it's
right.
Tony, Tonee 61. I might be
Tony?
saying that wrong, but he said number one, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, and he did request you
Tony,
on
happy
Instagram.
birthday, homeboy. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. man.
He always shows love, man.
Mm.
So I want to go back to the beginnings, just to kind of, for those that don't know, you born in the Bronx, and then you moved out this way to SGV, correct? And then you and 4 of your siblings, or 5 total, or in the family?
Yeah,
or-
so what it was,
You tell
so originally, my parents are from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So my family, they migrated from Trujillo, Spain in 1832 to Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. I was born in the Bronx and, in the 60s, and that's why I got all that, rap stuff behind me because I love it. And then
Hell yeah.
I moved to San Fernando Valley, and I was raised there for the most part, so now soy Mexicano. No,
Right.
So I got love for everybody.
That's right.
So that's, and at the time it was my 2 older sisters and myself, and then my mom, she was a single mom at the time, so she came down here, she remarried, had 2 more kids in her marriage, divorced, had 2 more kids, remarried, had 2 more kids. So
So when
was
you
7
moved
of
over this way, your mom was single already.
Yeah, it was just, she was, that's why she came
Holding
over. She
it
was getting
down,
a divorce from my father.
I got you.
Yeah, so, and props to my dad because till the day he died, man, he was in love with my mom, and he paid his child support.
Hey.
Hey.
He was a good man, and he died young, and he was a Korean War vet, so thanks for your service, Dad.
Thank you.
So he was a good man, man. So mom's was young. She was 15. Dad was 30. That was the norm back there. Same with my grandparents. My dad had to go to court to get permission. And
Right.
so they had to
marry.
make sure she was still a virgin and all that stuff.
Wow.
Before they approved it. And, of course, she was. They approved it. They got married, and, that's what it was.
See, I don't
Different
feel
time.
bad now that my wife's 13 years younger than me.
Yeah. No,
I
man.
still got to get it approved. I ain't been approved yet. We've been 8 years, man. Swaggo gives me that side eye every time I go over all the time. Hey, but no returns, fucker.
Damn.
It's all good. What's up, Hyman?
What's up, Hyman?
You know Hyman,
I
my
love his
Swaggo.
car, man. I was thinking, how can I steal his car out of his garage?
Right, got a caddy. You guys are caddy lovers.
Sick-ass Cadillac.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there right now.
Sitting there,
Literally.
collecting
Well, if
dust.
there's
man.
anything that I'm good at is stealing repossessing.
Ah.
Shoot.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Repo man.
experience into that. Speaking of military, so you did some military time as well, right?
Yes. So I was in the Marine Corps. So in 1993, which was great, man. I wanted to do 20 years. It didn't work out for me. So after that, I went into another unit out of Fort Huachuca, which is an Army base. So I did another 3 years there, but that was burying our vets. At that time, we had 3,500 to 4,000 vets dying every month, and the government didn't have the resources to bury them. So this is what I did. It was boots on grave. That's what we're doing, and we were burying our fallen, man.
Boots on gray.
Yeah, boots on grave. That's what we're doing. So folding flags, but, just whatever
Yeah.
it took,
My father
Ball
did the same.
bearers,
Yeah, he
yeah.
served in Vietnam. I went to the
Yeah.
same ceremony.
So, we were burying, people from World War II. soldiers from Korea, Vietnam. I mean, just that's what we're doing. So that was something that was important to me. So anything that has to do with vets, I'm there. I'm involved. Again, I even to go back, bro. I wanted to be an astronaut. I was going to go into the Air Force out of high school.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows the story. I was going to go into the Air Force. I wanted to be an astronaut. I was that guy that knew everything about space and stuff.
The Chicano Neil Armstrong.
yeah.
I was Puerto Rican. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and it didn't happen. I had to literally start working to help the family because I was, dude, bro. I was working McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King.
Yeah.
And then at a machine shop.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is what I was really, and then finally, like 3 or 4 years later, I'm like, no, actually, like 3 years later, I was like, I told my sister, I says, sis, I love you, man, but I need to go into the Marine Corps, and that's what I did.
Okay.
So I went into the Marine Corps and I did that, and and it's really changed my life, bro.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for the Marine Corps, man, I would not be here.
Do you think you'd be the same, Lou, in terms of just because you're a stand-up guy, man? You're good. You see this guy on the street, man. He'll shake everybody's hand. He's very humble, very respectful.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know where I would be, to be honest with you, because just my thought process was different. I really thought I wasn't going to live till I was, 30 years old. So just because the people that I hung around with, although I was, everybody that I grew up with was either in a gang or
Right.
this and that. That's where I lived. So I mean, I got shot. I mean, you name it. I've been through it. So the Marine Corps absolutely changed my way of thinking.
Disciplined you?
Disciplined me in a lot of different ways. Though my grandparents, bless them, they disciplined the hell out of me, so, which was great.
They primed you for it.
Yeah, they absolutely did. So yeah, to answer your question, I probably would be a different person, I think.
Yeah.
If I didn't go to the Marine Corps. Not a bad person.
Right.
Just a different person.
Got you. And at what point did you fast forwarding starting to get into? I think it was repossession. Was that repo?
Yeah. So
was that later after McDonald's and all that?
Yeah. You know what? So I guess my first real job was in 1986. I worked for Black and White Tow. So they were official police garage. And so that year, and I still remember, it was 1986. It was January when the Challenger exploded, and I was at work, and I almost had a heart attack.
86?
Yeah, in 86.
Okay.
The Space Challenger? Or
Yeah,
where you
the
going?
space shuttle. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, man, it's like, geez, and that's my dream. That was my dream, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm like, okay, cool. This job is cool. I'm there, helping the detectives pull the cars out. The cops actually showed me how to be a really good car thief. Because I'm like, why are the seats on this MR2?
Oh, some of them know all the tricks and tricks.
Why is this Supra stripped? Where's the interior on the Supra and this Porsche and this and that? And he's telling me, and I'm like, man, I'm telling you, there's not a car that at that time that I could not start with just anything.
Right.
Wow.
And Foothill Division, thank you very much. They're the ones that trained me.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Gotta know the ins and outs, right?
And then so I started working illegally, if you will. I go, man, there has to be a better way. And then when I got into repossession in Florida, I went to Florida. I was literally still in the Marine Corps at this time. And I went to get a transfer over there. And so I couldn't get the transfer, but I ran into a repo guy in Florida. I go, what's that in your truck? I said, you got Orange County plates. You're from California. He goes, I'm a repo guy. I says, wow, that's great. He says, you want a job? Yes. I'll pick you up at midnight, that quick.
Just like that.
Like that. We ended up going to the Popka projects and Puro Moreno there, right? And he was a white dude, blonde hair, and he's like, okay, here's the plates. Here's a repossession order. He says, it's back there somewhere. See if it's there. And I'm like, okay. So I walk back there and I'm looking and there's the car, bro. I open the door and the keys are in the ignition. I get the car, I start it up, I pull up, and he's like, you got the car? You got the car? I go, yeah. I says, calm down. He goes, don't you know where we're at? I said, yeah, we're at the projects.
Yeah.
And he was nervous. And so we took off. Man,
Like
I'm
Karen in the hood.
This guy should not be a repo guy. But that was how I got into it. And then when I got back, I came back because I couldn't get the transfer. So I came back to my other unit here, and then I started repossessing legally.
Okay.
And it was just an easy job.
Yeah.
It was exciting. And so
So you
I
got your
into it.
LLC and all that, and just
I did all that, yeah.
what was the name of the business?
So mine was, at the time, it was EGA Recovery.
Okay.
So EGA recovers. So everything I did was EGA Productions, which is the Marine Corps model, Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, air, land, and sea.
Ooh,
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that was me. Yeah. So that's what I did. So,
Hell yeah.
and I got into repos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what point did the film aspect come into it? I mean,
So the film, well, I was also working for Continental Airlines.
okay.
I worked for I was the guy that towed the airplanes, the 747s, DC-10s, the L-1011s and stuff like that, the MD-80s. So people were like, hey, man, you can tow a car. I'm like, so I was towing big planes, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I already had enough time to take the early retirement. This was right before they went into United, right? So I think, okay, you know what? I'm just going to focus more on the repo. I did that. And then I get a call. This was 2004. Maria Garcia and Diego Caro from the news department in Telemundo said, hey, we want to do a news segment on the repo guy. Are you interested? I go,
How'd they get your number?
Do you know that they went to the phone book and they called me? It was the first one that they seen.
Nice.
So
Yellow
that-
pages.
First service.
It was Access Adjusters. That was my
Right,
first
right.
name. Yeah.
So
and
you
they
popped
called,
up in alphabetical.
Yeah,
Wow.
EGA Recovery. That exactly. Wasn't that
It could have
crazy?
been another little.
It could have been anybody.
Company.
Yeah.
Repo
So
Co. That's so dope. Yep.
Yep.
you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yeah.
So
Faded.
I go, look, my Spanish is not that great. So, it's okay. We'll help you out. So we go out there. We go down. We go to Nickerson Gardens. We're out South Central. We're doing this. And she's like, you have a gun? I'm like, no, we can't carry guns, you know? She goes, aren't you scared? I says, no. She goes, they've done a lot of, driving with LAPD and stuff like that, but they're safe, I'm like, well, we get in trouble. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 days with the Maria Garcia, man. She's a trooper. So about a week goes by, and I'm at, like the Vallarta store, right? But this one was called Mercado del Valle. It was like a Vallarta.
Okay.
And I'm there, and I'm buying something, and then this is all in Spanish, by the way. And they go, hey, tú eres el repo guy de Telemundo. I said, what? She goes, yeah. And, dude, they started buying the little cameras. Remember the little plastic cameras in the cardboard
Disposables?
box? Disposables.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can we take pictures? And I was like, yeah. And they started taking. Wow, bro, me pegó la fiebre right there. I was like, the fever got me. I was like,
Right.
wow, I've never experienced this in my life, So,
And this was on Mundos or
no, we weren't, no, bro, this
was
was a
Telemundo.
news segment.
Telemundo. New.
This was a news
Got
segment.
it. Got it.
So they ended up, I called Maria Garcia. I still had a beeper, dude, okay? So, she
What
beeped.
was your code?
Yeah.
What was your code? Do you remember your code? Everybody had a code.
Yeah, no, I can't remember my number. Yeah, my code was
187, fucker.
No,
Name,
so,
Lou.
no, my code. I mean, we had 6969 codes. I had a whole bunch of different codes, man. So
Hot Lou?
so,
After
and I
hours
wasn't even drinking gin and tonic back then.
Hello.
So they called me and they said, look, it was a hit. Got big ratings. We want to do another segment. So that year I did 4 other segments. How to Steal a Car in Under 30 Seconds,
Whoa.
which was a big hit. I did Identity Theft, Why Cars Get Stolen During the Summer, and then the top 10 cars get stolen. So then
Lou, what are you getting paid at this time?
today,
No, at that time.
oh, at that time, I'll tell you about it. So as a people don't realize. They think when you're on reality TV, you're making money.
Speak on it.
So as a repossessor, I was doing good.
Yeah.
And when I decided to do it full time,
Yeah.
I started the LAPD process. I'm thinking, I'm a good criminal. I can catch some fools, right?
All right.
And then I'm thinking, no, they're on my familia, and forget it. So I started going through the process, but no, I tell you, you know what? I couldn't be a cop.
Yeah.
So I ended up, staying with the repossession. I made my first year was $75,000, and LAPD was only making 42. If you remember that. That
What
was
year
just
was
my
it?
first year. So this was 2004. 2005, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Early
something like that. Yeah.
2000s.
Good.
Yeah, so that's what it was. And I remember the big billboard sign. It says LAPD, $42,000 a year. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was something like that. So I stayed with it. I started making good money. I
Yeah.
had 4 companies I was making. I had several homes, cars, and stuff like that. I was doing really well.
Right.
And then the reality thing, came up. And then I'm like, then I started going through a divorce. It wasn't good. And then I didn't want to do anything. And then finally, just one day, I was like, I did it. Only because I showed them a pilot that I had shot that sat there for 1 year. And then October 16th of 2006, is when they picked up the show. And then they introduced me to, because I knew nobody in the business. I didn't have a production company. I didn't know anything. I had to learn a huevo.
Which show was this?
Operation Ripo in Spanish.
In Spanish, that's right. Got it. Because it
Yeah.
was Spanish first before.
Operación Ripo.
There
So
you
you
go.
shot your own pilot just
Yes.
for shits and giggles until you were able to do something with it?
Exactly.
Wow.
You got to create your own opportunities, and that's
Yeah.
what I did, you know.
So that was my biggest question from
Yeah.
earlier. Like, what made you pick up the camera and say, you know what, I can fucking YouTube it? Not you. Well, in those days it wasn't YouTube, but you know what I mean. Like, start filming this and
The news segment
Create
on
an empire
Telemundo,
out of it.
when everyone wanted to take pictures, I'm like, man, this is cool. I've always loved filmmaking as a kid. I mean, I still got my one step from 1978, the little Polaroid. I even brought the one step too. I got it in my car. But I mean, so I've always, you know, my mom, we used to take the bus to go downtown to Broadway to watch, you know, 3 Shaolin movies for $4. I don't know if you remember that, the karate movies.
okay, I remember the
And,
movies.
Yeah, so they were all in English subtitles, but they were, you know, so that's when I really developed a passion for that. And so that was all she wrote, man. So the next thing you know, because of all this had happened, I hired a couple of guys that went to the same church that I went to. And they were in film school. I knew nothing about it. I go, look, I have all this footage that I had a little Sony 4.0 megapixel camera
Nice.
Dang.
duct taped to the back of my repo truck. And I would just press the button and record everything. 'Cause
I was gonna say
people-
that did video, right?
Yeah, I did video.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I shot a couple home videos with that.
And that's that's how I got the footage, and that's what I submitted, and that's how I started my first reality TV show.
Hell yeah.
Super gorilla.
Yeah, very,
They used to say Operación Ripo,
Yeah.
Telemundo.
yeah.
So dope. So then, how many seasons or years were you on the Spanish channel?
So we just celebrated 15 years on the air. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't
Still
stopped
rolling.
playing. Yeah, both English and Spanish.
Are they
Nice.
reruns? The reruns? Now?
Yeah,
Or-
reruns.
Okay.
We did 520 episodes for Telemundo in Spanish. And because I created that show, as a matter of fact, I did an interview, right, with the NPR News because of that show. And, you know, because I'm a big A-Team fan. And I got
Holy shit.
Yeah, so check that out. Yeah.
Show to the wide.
And, yeah, so I'm a big A-Team fan. You guys
You
check
know
it
about
out.
the A-Team, homie.
man.
I pity the foot. No, that was the wrong one.
No,
Was that the
that was
wrong
right.
one?
I
Yeah.
pity the fan.
Okay, I
Mr. T's
pity
on
the
the
foot.
back.
That's it. So, you know, every show that I created was based on an A-Team. You know, and I used to watch, you know, in the 80s, early 80s with my Uncle Vic, you know, so the A-Team. So,
Wow.
if you see my Fugitivos de la Ley, it's based on the A-Team. Operation Repo is based on the A-Team.
How
So-
is it? Like you have like 4 people, 4 main people?
You
or-
have a squad of people, could be 5, 6, whatever, and they all have a certain job. They all have a role to play. I was like you can see, I was Hannibal, right? I was literally, that's me, the team leader, right? So and that was Matt, right? He was the muscle guy, right? And of course, you know.
So the
You know, that
idea
Freud.
for Operation Repo came from the A-Team.
So the format of the guys,
format.
yes.
Format.
Everything I've ever done was based on a military A-Team. Every show, everything.
I never knew. I'm mind blown right now, man. That's so
Yeah.
dope.
That's
That's
smart.
dope to know. Yeah.
So I wanted to share that with you.
Heck
So
yeah.
because I did that show, I did Azteca America. I did Dame Tinta, which is the first Latino tattoo show ever.
Wow.
I did 112 episodes, and it's still airing. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, those channels are popping right now.
I did a stringer show, Cazadores de la Noticia. You know, that was also, you know, based on A-Team format.
So you got way more shows on the Spanish channels than you do on
yeah.
the English.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of shows.
Still
man. So
running.
I have other shows that I've done pilots, and then for the English version, we did 11 and a half seasons. So that's where everyone made good money. So
Right.
everyone, and all the independent contractors, you know, we're not union. It was non-union. If we were union, we would have made a lot of money. We'd still be getting residuals. But as you guys know, independents never get residuals. Never happen. I've never gotten a residual. I'm the creator.
Right.
You know, I've gotten licensing fees. That's it. I'll never see a penny for a residual on it because we're independent.
Yeah.
Huh.
So most people don't realize union, you pay your union dues, about $3,000 a year.
Yeah.
SAG-AFTRA, and then you pay 1.575% of whatever you make every month, and then an annual 200 and change.
That's right.
You want to get residuals? That's what you got to pay.
But they'll protect you, right?
They'll protect you. That's what the
They get you
union's
what you
for.
deserve.
The word says it all. Union, independent, no
Right.
chingas, cabrón. Stop crying, people. That's what it is. Do your homework.
Yeah.
So these episodes that are running, you're not getting anything from.
Nothing for my face. I just get a licensing fee.
Got it.
That's it.
Well, that's good to know because, like you said, a lot of people don't know. In the early 2000s, when reality TV was taking over every cable channel, all that shit, it was mostly like a budget thing. They knew that they didn't have to pay these reality stars like the big bucks, like movie stars, because they weren't unionized and they weren't like household names. They became household names like Snooki and all those cats and creatures.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah, so it's like when they started out there, it's like, oh, we could pay them in peanuts because they're not, like Julia Roberts, so to speak.
Yeah. And that's you said it. Jersey Shores, when they first started, they were making nothing, but right away they made way more money than us.
Pauly D
way
said
more,
it.
and we did 10 times more episodes and seasons than they did.
Yeah.
But they had that whole union thing going on later on, or whatever the deal they did. But
Yeah.
the thing is that we had an opportunity, and I'll share this with you. People ask me, how much did you make an episode when you started Operación Rimpau on Telemundo? Take a wild guess how much we made an episode.
$100.
No.
Say
it'd be
500.
more than that.
1,000.
So that's no. We got paid $4,000
Yeah.
per episode. Everyone got paid $250 an episode, $250. So you were close.
Ding, ding, ding. The price is right,
Yeah.
baby.
That's Spanish independent back in the day.
Okay.
But guess what? You have an opportunity. Doors open. You're on every billboard.
Yep.
You make something out of it.
You can leverage it.
Yes, and that's what everyone should have did.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's it.
and I get it because there's some people that just don't see that vision. Like, man, I'll just use this, and then I can bank off this. There are other ways for income.
It's like getting
Absolutely.
exposure you can't pay for, huh?
Right. Yeah, so it's not an easy world. I'm glad that they opened the doors, and I'm still working on my resume. You see that? I'm doing something all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
You know?
Operation Repo.
So because they were like airing on Telemundo and Azteca, were they getting aired like in Mexico or anything like that?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yes,
Dang.
and I get if we would have been a Seinfeld, I think he got when he went 100 episodes of syndication, which most people don't understand what syndication means. The only people that syndicated show were like the big channels, the big 3 or 5, whatever it was. He had 100 episodes, and I think his first check was like $250 million at MG,
Shit.
minimum, something like that.
Yeah.
And we were independent, and we're everywhere. We're in multiple languages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, it's like, okay, I can see how some people want to cry about it, but
Yeah.
no change.
I was gonna say, how did that make you feel at that point? Just
Honored.
knowing that they were getting okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bro.
Good.
I come from the projects. I come from nothing,
That's
bro.
right, that's right, that's right.
Most people don't even realize my sister Sonia and I, man, we used to pick coffee beans in a yunque to Puerto Rico.
Wow.
We lived there. We didn't go to school. We picked coffee beans, bro. We lived in the mountains. That's
Yeah.
what we did. So we didn't have a regular restroom. We didn't have running water. We took a bath in the creek. We were hilados. That's most people don't even realize. We don't tell anybody that,
Yeah.
And that's why I work so hard, to provide and teach people and stuff
And
like that.
appreciate it more.
Yeah. So when I came to the, the projects over here and stuff like that, well, there's toilets. Well, bro, I got to share this story. The other day I had a Wahlburger. I'm sorry, man. I got to share a Wahlburger. First time.
Wahlburger.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mark Wahlberg. Okay.
Yeah. And I get there and I look at the menu and it says real government cheese. And I'm like, what? I know that. I know what that is. I bought that burger, man. I had this nostalgic feeling.
It's good.
At that moment, it was the best burger I've ever had at that moment
Yeah.
because of the nostalgic feeling I had of having government cheese.
What does that mean exactly?
So government, it was a big block of cheese you used to get.
Oh, literally
Yeah,
cheese.
literally a big block of cheese. But it
This is
used to,
brought to you by Block of Cheese, man. By the way, Blockout Podcast. Go ahead.
so, and it was just a memory, and the burger was so good.
Wow.
In my first one, and it was just like, I was like, oh my gosh, I had all these thoughts back then, but I just had to share that with you.
Hell
so,
yeah.
So
they have-
anyway,
Shit, childhood
yeah,
memories,
yeah,
bro.
so I even forgot what the hell we were talking about. So
About you
Have
just
it.
being humbled by just know
Yeah.
how far you can in Seinfeld.
and
Having nothing.
I get so many people that say, hey, how do I do this? I had a simple formula.
Yeah.
But then the internet, all the streaming stuff has changed everything. But it's made it easier. Look at all the talent, all the YouTubers, man. Like for us, people don't even know who the hell we are anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
But look
I mean,
at
they
the
do.
opportunity. Look at the opportunity that everyone has today. We didn't have that. So people got to realize that they're blessed, they're lucky. This doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, especially it's just the little things, just from the cameras,
Yeah.
the expenses of the cameras to now where you can just record anything on an iPhone, create your own movie. I mean, hell, you did it on a little
4.0
Digital
so-
cam, yeah.
I still
and
got
made
it.
it happen. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so are you open to that? Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like,
DIY.
you know, you're not one of those old heads that go, oh, back in my day, you know, man, you guys don't know what this is. But, you know, there's always old heads that talk like that. But it's like, no, but you got to embrace the, you know, what's happening now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you know what? One of the things, and this is a story that I got to tell, man. I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but since we're in the subject.
It's all right. You're our
I-
guest.
Like
It's your show.
What I did, I went through a situation when I first started this show. I was getting so much hate. People ridiculing it. How can this? Literally, this is what they said. How can this spick make a hit TV show with duct tape and vice grips?
Wow.
Yeah, and I was being ridiculed because it was independent, and our ratings were like so high for this little show. This is how I got on NPR and did all that stuff, and it was crazy. And I was like, I just want to be part of the team, man. I don't want to cause any conflict.
Yeah.
And so there was a good friend of mine. May she rest in peace. Her name is Lupita Anteveros. Lupita played Selena's manager in the movie, the one who shot her. And she had so much. And she
Oh,
says,
yeah.
So Lupita, she passed away of cancer some time ago. And she's like, Lou, she goes, people don't like what you're doing because you're taking work away from the unions.
Yep.
And that's what the big thing was. And her and Del Zamora from Rimpau Ave, 1984, they were both my sponsors to get me into the Academy of Arts and Television. They sponsored me. They believed in me, what I was doing.
Yeah.
And they seemed, you know, and I was getting slammed all the time. And then finally it just went away one day, you know. It's like they stopped bothering me.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. And after COVID, guess what? All the big studios are doing what everyone's doing now.
Yeah.
All the unions, all SAG after. Reality. I was the bad guy for many years because I started that show.
Yeah.
And that's all what they're doing. So, you know, it's a hypocritical thing. But the point is, now what everybody's doing on YouTube and social media, good for them,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. You were ahead of the
Get
game.
some,
100% is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
I
And they
wish-
didn't see the vision. I mean, it's usually like that.
It's
Corporate's
usually
usually
like that.
some old guy behind the desk, you know, going, no, dude, this is like, we're the ones on the streets. We're the ones putting in the work. We know what it is.
So go out there, guys. Create your own opportunity. Don't listen to what anybody says. You're going to have a lot of haters. You're going to have people that are going to demonize you, that are going to try to, you know, assassinate your character. But those are other people. You let them do like Pitbull says, man. If no one's talking shit about me, you know, I'm not doing that right.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, so he has a good philosophy.
Right.
And do you know why he has a good philosophy?
Because
He
he's successful.
comes from the slums.
Because, yes, and his mom educated him. His mom used to listen to Tony Robbins all the time, and he was in the back seat listening. That's one of the reasons.
Right.
So, in fact, I have him on Sirius Radio. I listen to his radio. His
Oh,
radio
shit.
show.
I didn't know he had
Yeah,
a
he
radio
has
show.
the Pitbull's
Yeah,
globalization.
Channel
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he
Channel
has
13.
Yeah,
On Channel 13.
It's
my bad.
Pitbull's globalization, and
Yeah.
he does
Dope.
talk a lot, like in the morning for the morning show.
Yeah.
He's on there, and
Yeah,
I
so-
kind of listen to it too, but I'm more like on the mixing
That's my
side.
Cuban
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
He has
so-
mixers on there.
Yeah,
but-
DJ Santa Rosa.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Oh, what up, Santa Rosa? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he talked on it like that. I just knew the mixing side.
he's you know he comes from where we came from.
Yeah.
Just you know.
And he says it.
Yeah, he says it,
Yeah.
man. So the point is, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to do that, and you've experienced it. We've
Yeah,
all experienced
for
it.
sure.
Anthony, Tony, I'm sorry,
Tony.
AKA
Tony Mooney.
Tony Moons. You know, so you know, what can we do, man? I'm just, for me, I'm so sensitive about stuff like that. It really hurts my soul.
Right.
So that's
Now,
why
you touched a nerve, like, you know, when you mentioned about everybody, you know, calling you spick and this and that
Yeah.
and coming up and what's he doing, and Latinos in Hollywood today, where do you think we are, you know, in 2023 versus where we were, like in the days of like Mi Vida Loca, 90, 93, 92, in the early 90s? Have we grown from that? And what are some of, are we still dealing with some of the same struggles?
Yeah, you know what? We absolutely are dealing with the same struggles. I don't think have gotten any further. It's just different now because of all the streaming and social media. You see more of it, but it's
Right.
always been
Exposed, right?
there. It's been exposed, but the classes has always been there. And I've had these meetings with Upper Hollywood, if you want to say the echelon. And you know, one of the things that they said to me is like, Lou, like, who's you guys as Latinos? So you do all these shows, but who's your Adam Sandler? This is what they're telling me. Who's your
that's a
Adam
fair question,
Sandler?
too.
Yeah, who's your Adam Sandler?
You say George Lopez.
Who's your Tyler Perry? You see where we're going with this?
Yeah.
right.
So what they were telling me is that every other ethnicity, they get together and they make stuff happen. Although we get together, but we're not mixed up, in a sense. So, and I didn't have an answer, and they did bring up some of these top names, and I felt at the time that I had to defend these guys, and I explained to him. I said, look, when you have a Latino, for example, this Mexican comedian guy right here, you got to understand, like, it's hard for them to make it. He made it. Now he's the pillar of 40 people in his family, and everybody wants to do this and do that. Please do this. Now he has to take care of them. If he goes somewhere else, that pillar can collapse, and that's his mentality. Whatever name you guys want to attach to that person I'm talking about, you go ahead.
Right.
But you have to see that that's their shoes. Now, even though they're in that situation, doesn't give them the right, because now they're public domain to be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But this is what happens as Latinos. This is who we are. We're like, we have big families.
Yeah.
You think Adam Sandler has a big family? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we all have big families. You think Tyler Perry has a big family? Man, not even close to a Latino.
Right.
That, so you kind of see where I'm going with that. So,
Yeah.
but is that going to change? I hope so. It's just one of those things that, we got to work on it, bro. But
And that's us as a community.
yes.
Got you.
Yes. So, and one thing, we, at one point, I mean, we're like 73, probably more $1 trillion of buying power Latinos. Do you know who knows that? And you know who capitalizes on that?
I know that shit. So we were selling records.
Yeah.
Man.
Who?
Everybody
Mainstream.
but us.
Yeah, mainstream media.
Yeah. So we don't come together for that, but everyone else wants to invest in us, right? And so let's just say the upper echelon, they want to invest in the Latino because they know they're not Latino, by the way.
Yeah, no.
They're everything else but Latino.
Right.
But we can't hate them. They're putting money into us, but then we get angry because they own us. They own the publishing rights. They own the TV rights, the format rights, and then we're upset. No, it's not how it works, man.
Right.
It's an opportunity that open the door, make something out of that. Stop crying about it. Stop being a victim.
But you did, and you started your own empire, and you learned from it, and you just kept escalating, keep going, and look at you now, man.
And I'm a student. And every day I'm a student, and I learn something every day.
Hell yeah.
So.
And you ask a lot of questions, I noticed. Even before we got on, he was like talking to Chris. Hey, Chris, what's up with you? Like talking to people, being that's how you learn.
Yeah, I love to create, and I could talk to her for 20 minutes. I can talk to Tony Moons over here for 20 minutes, and then
I don't know if he'll talk back. He said nothing about that. I was fucking with you.
No, he has good ideas, man. I was listening to him. He was coming up with some clever stuff. Just
This is my
joking
creator
around.
right here.
Yeah.
Hands down. And he know the numbers, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. We just got to educate ourselves the best we can. And you know what? When I talk to, like, one of my daughters, like two of my daughters, Celine and Larissa, when I talk to them, I feel dumb. I do. I really do, because today's students, today's kids are so brilliant. I'm still, I'm still very mechanical and carnal, hands-on guy. And they're like, my daughter starts talking to me, man, and then, I don't understand sometimes, man. And it almost puts tears to my eyes,
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that they had the opportunity to be that much more smarter than I'll ever be.
Right. Sure.
So, there you go.
I mean, thanks to today's technology, too,
Yeah.
as well. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Innovative.
Spoiled ass kids, man.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, what's 5 + 5?
They got it made, huh?
Turn all the
Man.
gadgets out of my house.
Yeah. So,
According to my calculations. No.
on this, you were asking me about Chewy. Man.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
that's
tell you.
what this.
Yeah.
So-
Get some gifts here.
So Chewy Bravo, I brought Chewy Bravo dolls for everybody. And one of the things we do, Chewy was a good friend of ours, and he passed away just over 3 years ago. It's going to be 4 years in December. He passed away in Mexico. And I had all these in storage. He's like, hey, bro, I need you to put these in storage. I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm building a house, this and that. And I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that. He passed away. I'm like, well, before he passed, I said, where did you get these from, bro? And he goes, oh, my friend. He ordered them for me. I said, who's your friend? He says, Joey Coy.
Joe Coy.
Joey
Wow.
Coy. Yeah, Joey Coy. I'm like, oh, wow.
Wait, when did he pass away? I'm sorry, I missed that.
It's going to be 4 years December.
Okay, and for those that don't know who Chewy is, he's
Yeah, he was on the Chelsea Handler show. He was a sidekick. He did a lot of movies, too. Most
Yeah.
people don't. Yeah, and
Okay, I
he did
didn't know
really
that.
well. And the cool thing about Chewy, he did good. And he was union, y'all. And he made really good money.
whose idea was it to have him on Chelsea Handler? I'm just curious.
It was Chelsea's. From what the story was, Chelsea had met him somewhere. And, yeah, she's like, I want this kid on my show, this man
Dope.
on my show. Yeah.
You-
And he worked in Chatsworth. He worked at a factory boxing stuff. Yeah.
Do you think it was a similar story to I don't know if you know this, but like Jimmy Kimmel and the security guard, what's his name?
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Yeah, Guillermo's awesome. It could very well be a similar story. A lot of people mix them up.
You know who else was like, man, now it does make sense. Remember, Baker
Big Boy.
Boys had Tito.
Oh, yeah, Tito. Yeah.
Yeah, Baker Boys.
He was the custodian right there in the Power 106, and they just put him on the mic.
Hey, big shout out, Baker Boys, man. Thank you so much. I remember way back, man, I didn't have any money. You guys are giving away turkeys at Handsome Dam. Thank you. That was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since they've been on Power,
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Anyways, I had to let them know
But
that.
I
So-
see the formula, though. Not
Yeah.
formula, but whatever, that's the right word. I'm seeing they're putting real people, and they just happen to be gente
Yeah.
on these major shows.
Yeah.
Do you think it's corporate going? And that's why I asked you who picked it. And you said Chelsea, that's fine.
Yeah.
But someone's got to make the decision to put them on still and say, okay, Chelsea, we will. My point is do you think they're feeling that because they need to complete the how do you say the race cars, white, black?
Yeah,
Mexican?
you know what? I
Because
think-
I've heard that before on radio. That's why I said.
Yeah, I mean, that's more now in the last maybe, 5-10 years and stuff like that. I mean, it's more because of the mainstream social media and stuff. There's more eyeballs on it, and then they see it more, and they put it out there, and all the different, organizations put it out there. Yeah, but, it's always been like that. But, I mean, if we go even further back in the 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
that was a difficult time. But people were fighting within, like the studios, the big studios to do it, But they got it done little by little, and then later on, I mean, today it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of flipped.
I've said this story before. My mom, when she worked back in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
70s, she wasn't allowed to speak Spanish
Yep.
at her work. They didn't want her. So that was kind of the reason why my Spanish isn't great, because it wasn't really spoken to me as well, because she was used to not speaking it
Yeah.
in the halls. Now it's reversed. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Came 90s, it was like, oh, they want to hire you. In fact, when I got hired at Kiss FM in L.A., and I'm going to throw this out there, during the whole 06, 07 reggaeton phase, we were asked to mention, if we were to say a name on the radio, if her name was Maria, you better say it Maria.
With the accent.
Say it with the accent. I won't say who it came from, but
Yeah,
just
no.
know it is what it is.
Interesting.
But I say that with I say that in a
Politics.
positive way.
Yeah.
Because let us know
Yeah.
who's really listening out there.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the mentality
The
we
majority.
gotta continue to have. The positive mentality and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what's good? How can we make this a blessing? That's how you have
Just
to
the
think.
fact that they knew.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
numbers don't lie.
Yeah. No.
Numbers see, and we get a census.
Yeah.
We see all that, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, trust me. And I thought I was very proud of being that. That day. That's why I ended up on there.
Oh, yeah.
Besides my talents.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I-
Shit, one dope Mexican all up on.
Saw Latinos full supporting.
That's
dog.
it. No, for real.
Oh, yeah.
It was,
Straight
yeah.
up.
So I just wanted your take on
So-
that.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I'm blessed, and I continue to be blessed. I do a lot of different projects. People call me for whatever reason, and if I have the time, I'll do it. Hey, I need you to help me produce this, or what are your thoughts here? Can you consult? I do a lot of consulting.
You ever remember? You probably know his name, and I'm probably saying it wrong. Richard, is it Montoya? Richard,
The
also
Hot Cheeto guy?
behind
Yeah,
the
the Cheeto-
scenes.
yeah.
No, not him.
Oh.
He was a director. He also played behind the scenes in the 90s. I remember his name being Richard. I can't remember if it was Montoya or Maldonado, whatever. But he was like a film producer like yourself. He was Latino. And he had a lot of hit. I'm going to have to Google him. Maybe somebody in the super chat can tell me.
Is he my age or?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
say
so-
he is. He's behind
So
the
is he in
scenes.
San Diego?
I don't know where he's
Okay.
at, but he was in Hollywood at that time in the
Okay.
90s, because I remember I came across him when we were auditioning
Okay.
for like I Like It Like That, I mean Vida Loca, and he just, I saw him at a couple of premieres, if you will, and he was like a behind the scenes type dude, but he was kind of like a bigwig behind the scenes. That's just yourself,
Well,
So I was just curious, because there was only so many of us, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, again, me coming from the reality stuff, the whole movie thing, that's my passion. I want to do movies till the day I die. That's what I do film.
Yeah.
But everything else that I do, guys, it's what I call creative financing to make my films. That whatever it is, man. I got to wash cars, whatever. Figuratively speaking, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So
That's
'cause
humble for you to say
I
that,
want
too.
to do films.
Hell
you know?
yeah.
That's the idea.
Speaking of, I mean, we got something new in the works. Operation Repo did its thing. It's still doing its thing.
Yeah.
You left. One of the questions I want to ask is, you left. How come you left in the middle of the season, or was it middle of the
So I left. It was season, I think,
6?
10 and a half or season 11. It was.
Okay.
I think we had one more season left. And I left because there was a lot of things that I didn't like anymore about it. You know, it's like, to me, it was like kind of breaking up my family. And I just didn't want to be a part of that, but I'm so sensitive. And I was doing other shows, Fugitivos de la Ley Los Angeles, and I go, you know what? I want to make movies. I don't want to have this feeling in my soul anymore, and that's why I left. So True TV flew me out. I go, look, I'm not interested. Let me hand the torch over to my sister. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. They go, okay, that's fine. I mean, there was a lot more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? And I went to go do Fugitivos de la Ley for NBC Universal. And that was a hit show. I mean, even today, it's like, you know, it does really well. And that was it. And then the next, you know, it's over.
Well, it was kind of like that was destined to happen because you wanted to go on and create. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So they flew me back over there and they said, look, man, we decided that, you know, we're going in a different direction. And they did. They went into comedy, Practical Jokers. And so, and then they let everyone else know that was it. But, you know, everybody was pre-warned years. Like I told everybody, look, I even came up with plans for these guys. Wow. I said, so you need to invest all this money that you're making. It was my duty, right? That's all I can do. So invest your money, do this. Here was a couple examples. That was it. I did. You know, I'm like, so that was the thing there. But there's other stuff in the works around Operación and Operation Repo, but we'll see. Like my heart's not in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just not. I do believe that I should give an opportunity to a new, younger generation.
There you go.
That's what the networks have been asking me.
There you go.
You know, and I'm like, let me think about it. You know,
because you're a seasoned vet, man, in this game, baby.
So,
come on.
And that's how I don't want to be a part of it. I will do that, a new generation, and let them do it. Let them take over. And cool, created another show. That's it. So, and I got to move on, right, to the next level.
I kind of relate. I do relate to that because when I got out of radio after 23 years, I was like, all right, well, what am I going to do now? You know, we're still touring. Do I do music? Hooked up with Moons. And then I said, you know what? Let's just keep it going. I got 23 years of experience in radio. What am I going to do with it? Blackout Podcast, baby, right here. You know what I'm saying? We reaching 10K. We still moving.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the, key hitters with me who I see talent with. So I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, I want them to, help
Are we
me
your
build
A-team
this.
O?
You might. What motherfucker?
Hey, we're the 18.
Yeah, who's Mr. T though? I want to know. Look at Tomas.
I am.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
Mr. T, dog.
you're
I
Mr.
love
T.
it. I'm Mr. T.
Whoever
You got the
the
beard
chain
for
on.
it, cabrón.
Why you got the mic?
You just got to get a mohawk.
You just
fool.
gotta wake up on time, bro.
Tomas, the party animal.
Hey,
No.
and that's fun.
Imagine we would have took him on the cruise. Damn.
But nothing's like being your own creator and just creating that. I realize, hey man, I'm gonna be 50 this year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, shit, how much more am I gonna be in front of the camera and do this and that? And like, it's time to, to boss up. And not only that, just let others, bring others up. Yeah. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I did with every single one of these cats.
And I'm blessed to know a lot of people like yourself that have that mentality like that, and that's how we have to be. There's other people, that I know that do the same thing, so which is great.
And some people can't let it go.
No,
they just
some
can't.
people
They have to keep, which is cool. To each his own,
Yeah.
But it's just.
Yeah, you got to deal with that. It happens.
Yeah, I got a family, so I'm like, the less the more I get to spend at home, the better.
Sure.
That's just where I'm at.
Oh yeah. So, and I'm gonna keep on going, man. It's like I have so many ideas. It's like I literally have hundreds of ideas, that I write and I register this and that, and I start writing, and they're there. Even though I'm like, okay, I hit a dead end, it's still there. I'll come back to it later. Or
kind of like us, we get writer's block.
Yeah.
Well, Moons never does. He'll come in with shit on the spot. He got
Have
that.
it going.
He be smoking that good shit.
It's creative fuel, dog.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
jealous.
how do you pace yourself with all these ideas? Because, like you said, some of this stuff gets shelved for years, and that's like delayed gratification, especially in this day and age where it's like, I'm just gonna make something because you got to feed the algorithm, the beast. You got to feed the beast. So it's like, how do you like pace yourself out with all these ideas plus everything you got in the back burner, everything in the can?
It's difficult. So I'm that guy that gets up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning,
What?
and I go to my notes, and I'm like this, and then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up again. I'm like, oh, or then an idea that I haven't talked about or thought about in months will pop in my head, and I'm like, I go to notes, search it, boom, and I add to it.
Add to it.
Literally. I mean, and it's a curse and it's a blessing, right?
Yeah.
But I've done so many projects, so many pilots, so many different things with different people.
Yeah.
Even like, let's get back to those school crews. So it's like, the Jacobs and Delbert. I talk to them all the time. I say, hey, what do you think about this? What's your input? What do you think? And I give them my suggestions. What do you think about this band? Yes and no. I'm not just gonna say it. If I know, I'm gonna say something. If I don't know, I'm not really sure. You know?
As you're talking about the old school cruise and
Yeah.
being creative, why did the fucking idea come to me? The fucking Chicano Love Boat.
I love it.
Yeah, fool, let's go. New beat right there. Welcome, you beat.
Oh, shit.
Who's gonna be Mr. Rourke? You can be Mr. Rourke. We'll have to find you a little tattoo.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Chicano crew, man. We need a rest in
out the
peace,
notes
Chewy. Let's do that.
See, that's
Take out your
brilliant.
notes app.
See, and this is when the best things come out, when you're having genuine fun and good feelings.
Right.
This is when it comes. This is what I like. This is exactly what I like. So,
High vibe ideas.
Yeah, we're a few creators around here. We know a thing or two. We write raps here.
man,
and
you
there.
got look at you got half the crew over there.
Yeah, hi.
Super high vibes
Hello.
over there.
That's where you're flying.
This is the little office right here.
Shout out to Robbie Reza in the chat. He said, "It ain't no joke if you don't play that note." He dropped a super chat on us. So I don't know if that's
Oh,
a reference
nice.
to
Yeah,
something.
that's
One of your
that's my
lines?
that's one of the
Oh,
slogans.
shit.
Oh,
It
okay.
ain't no joke if you don't pay that note, and we say that at the beginning and the end of every segment.
Oh, nice.
And in Spanish, si no lo puedes pagar, no lo debes comprar.
True.
So yeah.
That's right.
And my brother actually helped me come up with that one because my
Nice.
Spanish was bad.
Rhymes in
But that's
both
amazing because
languages.
Yeah.
you're doing all this work and it's showing up on Telemundo, it's showing up
Yeah.
in the motherland for
Yeah,
us
we're-
at least.
we're-
But you don't even you're Spanish. You
I was
self-proclaimed. Yeah.
I was in Gabriel Iglesias.
Mm.
Look, he was I think in Sweden, and he called me up and he says, "Bro, they don't believe that I know you," and I'm thinking
Wow.
it should be the other way around.
Right. Gabriel, yeah,
I'm
fluffy.
like they don't believe I know you, and he's like watching me on TV in Sweden or something
Oh,
like that, and he's talking to the people, and I'm on speaker. I don't think they had FaceTime back then, and it's like I was like, wow. So it's like we've been blessed, just that.
You know what's funny about the Gabriel? Well, first off, Gabriel's a very, very humble dude. So it doesn't
He's
like
awesome.
surprise me that he would do something like that.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing. Like I'll be somewhere if I'm with a some not even just fans, if it's family or if it's cousin or whatever, just homies just hanging out. I meet, yeah, dude, I saw you with so and so, or my daughter loves him. Here,
Nice.
I got him on FaceTime. Here,
Nice.
hey, dude, say what's up to.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's because I would do the same thing, And so the fact that Fluffy did that,
You know, him and I like
I think you did that for me for my swagger once. Yeah.
at our biggest, we looked like brothers. So if you go to lookalike.com and put Lou and Gabriel,
Yeah.
we're like, and he sent me, he goes, bro, this is all I got to say. And he sent me this. And I'm like, what? We like look exact. That was 427 and he was like 400 or something, it was a little
Have you
big.
always been that big?
No, roller coaster ride, bro.
Was that just
Yeah, it
fucking
was-
fame?
that
Just
was-
eating,
that
or
was-
it
yeah,
or-
It was just like sitting in a truck, all eating hamburgers, repossessing cars.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
that-
truckers that just that's
yeah.
all they do is eat on the road.
That's what happened to me. So
So then how'd you lose it?
So I started swimming 1 hour a day
Nice.
for one whole year. I was 427, and I got down to like I don't know, it was like 380 something, and then I did what's called a sleeve surgery. And my daughters, bless them, I'm where I'm at today because my daughters said, "Dad, we're gonna set up this diet called keto diet." And that's like my regular diet. So with the keto, I do that. I do the intermittent fasting, but I put on weight fast.
We
like-
all can relate to that, by the way. We're all
so
yeah.
that's kind of what. So I fluctuate, but man, I'm still my 200s. Like right now, I'm 270, but I'm good at 250. I'm perfect. So I'm at 270 right now. So like when I got back from Thailand, man, I was skinny and dark and stuff. I was like 240 or something like that, eating all those crickets and scorpions and stuff. Yeah. So and then I got comfortable and started eating the regular, food, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I do a lot of hiking, and a lot of walking.
Nice.
Active.
So yeah.
There you go. Now having the sleeve surgery, are you only allowed to? That's not like the
the
bypass.
gastric
is-
shit?
No,
that is
no.
different.
The gastric bypass, that's insane. They take your intestines and they move them. Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. So what they do here with the gastric sleeve is that my stomach was like a football. And he's like, "Why are you looking at me, man?" Thor, what's up? Inland Empire in the house. So, and what they do is that they staple it and they remove the excess stretched out, so it could stretch out again. That's why it's just
But
a
it
tool.
shrinks once you're out of there, right?
Yeah, it's just a tool. So yeah, so they did that, and that's what. But the diet, it was important in the exercise.
Yeah.
Because I can get the 400 man in a year if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Right. You could still go.
Don't
back
want
up.
to, man. And the reason why I did it, the doctor says, you know what, fat boy, you're going to have a heart attack or a stroke in 10 years. Pick one.
Damn, doc.
Yeah.
Lou PIZARRO, ladies and gentlemen, up in the building, Blackout Podcast. We're going to take some calls up here in a little bit. But first, can we talk about what you got going on right now? Because I know you got some new projects in the works.
Yes. So, one of the things that I've been doing, I started late in my life as far as, going to concerts. My first concert, I was 42. I was married early. I had kids
Who'd you
early.
see?
I went to go see War, Tierra, Malo, El Chicano at the Greek.
Nice.
And now you're hosting for them.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, and that was my very first concert, man. So
Dope.
it was insane. So, but yeah, so I didn't get to travel, and I wanted to travel, and different networks were saying, "Look, we want you in front of the camera again," and I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
And so I finally came up with this idea to do this show, which I can incorporate some of my passion, which is I'm an adventurer. I'm a PIZARRO. This is what we do, Our Francisco Pizarro, he went to Peru in 1532 conquered the Incas and founded Lima, colonized South America and Central America. He's responsible for all that. And he has a huge history, good or bad, whatever. It's a different time.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the lineage that I'm from. And I just love the adventure. I've always taken risk, and I love food.
Yeah.
And I love culture.
Right.
I speak different languages. I try to learn different languages. And so I came up with this idea, and we filmed our first season, which we're in post-production, and we started filming season 2. I just got back from Japan filming for episode 1 of season 2.
And it's called, do we have a title?
Operation Passport.
Operation Pack. I love it.
And I'm riding the coattails off the first show I created.
Nice.
Operation
Operation,
Repo.
yeah.
I think we got a little trailer of that. Danny, let's run that.
I'm Lou PIZARRO, an adventurer and aficionado of many places. I come from a lineage of explorers and navigators from throughout the centuries.
El Loco de Louis.
Buried treasure here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to dig. We're short-handed today. We don't have the crew the right gear. Not to mention, we need crocodile handlers here. Pura vida, my Oscar right there, bro.
U.S. government military C-123s.
From Pizarro to Martinez, let's explore the world together. Take a front seat as we experience adventure, food, and culture.
Here is the deluxe parrilla. When I come out here, this is one of my favorites right here. La Piña Cajuilla. Y algo espectacular que va a ser.
Join me as I travel the globe on Operation Passport.
Just travel life.
Sick. How many different countries were there right there?
Oh, my gosh. Right there, I would say 10.
Wow. Looks like
Yeah.
a blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
beautiful
it was-
locations, man.
It was amazing. And again, it's like you create your own opportunities. You're blessed. It's something that I never thought I would be able to do this, but here I am,
Yeah. Wait. So this is completed or it's
Yeah,
it's on-
season 1's done. It's in post-production. I did 10 episodes for season 1, which comes out later this year. And season 2, we just started. We just got back from Japan, as you know.
Right.
And we head in June. We're in Vietnam. And we fly into Ho Chi Minh City. And our excursion is all the way to Hanoi through the jungle. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
shit.
Yeah, it's going to be
Are you
exciting.
staying in the jungle?
Oh, yeah.
You are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're staying in the jungle. So.
What was that like? Just real quick.
Well, I haven't done that yet. That's
Oh,
in
you
June.
haven't? Oh, I'm tripping. All right.
And so that's 10 days there. And then from there, we go to Taiwan.
Yeah.
We come back home, and then we go out to Australia. We're there for, I think, 8 days, and then we come to Papua New Guinea, and then we're there for 5 days, and then from there we go into the jungles of Wewak. That's where a lot of World War II planes had crashed in the jungle. So we have a Japanese Betty bomber specifically that we're going to go see.
Hell yeah.
And then from there, we go over to, Ireland, Scotland, and then we finish off in Puerto Rico. But although the Puerto Rico, we're going to do that before then, but that's kind of the idea.
How long of a stretch time is this to film and all this?
So we're usually gone 15 to 20 days at a time. We come back, for 15, 20 days or 30 days, and then actually, I come back. The producers, like when I came back from Thailand, they went straight to Vietnam to set everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta love those guys, those
Yeah.
producers, man. Behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
Yeah,
Cats.
so-
On it.
And it takes time. This takes time. It's not something that happens. You know, look at John Leguizamo. He has
Yeah.
a brand new show on MSNBC, and nobody knew about it till recently. And he took years to film that.
I know about that. What's it called?
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. It's it's a traveling type show. He's
Yeah.
with cultura and stuff. So,
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, you know, good for him, man. That's what you do. It takes time. It's just not that easy.
Yeah.
People think it's like, oh, hey, let's do a show and it'll be out in 2 or 3 months. No, it doesn't happen that way.
Hell yeah,
You know?
man. No, you can't rush greatness either, man. I mean, especially in this line of field, you're only given like one chance, they say sometimes, and if you don't make it crack.
And you know, one of the things, you know, like I tell you, it's like sometimes you do things and it's just not the right time. Well, so I did my first comic book a long time ago, and I brought one for everybody.
Wow.
So
Repo, man.
yeah, I brought one for everybody.
Look, this is Lou, fresh on keto right here. Check
Yeah,
this out.
and that was the idea. That was the idea. So now, this is, you know, I wanted to do a movie on this, you know, this type of movie, right? I like the Avengers, and I'm working on a superhero film now. That's another time. But if you look at this character right here, this is a storyboard. This can be like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
You got a little Denzel Washington
Yeah,
right there. Look at
and even maybe a little bit of Kevin Hart, right? They had a little baby, and that's them.
Yeah.
So, you know, and again, I brought one for everybody.
Thank you. Yeah. There's
It's-
that EGA in the back.
It's
I
coming
see.
audible.
Reppin'.
I don't read.
Posters too for
Oh,
everybody.
wow.
So this is cool. You know?
That's dope.
So yeah, I came bearing gifts, y'all.
You got silence for me, man.
Tomas
Yeah,
would
you-
appreciate this, huh?
I got
big
the
boy?
marker.
There you
I can do it.
Aren't
Yeah.
you a comic collector, man?
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you're gonna
Yeah.
love what I'm doing, man.
He's
So-
our movie guy. He's man.
movie
I
buff?
told this guy needs his podcast because he watches so much.
Yo, I watched that
much
John
time he's
Leguizamo
got.
show you were talking about earlier. That was it's pretty fucking dope.
Nice, man. These are some postcards based on my second comic book.
Okay.
So these are had these made up for everybody.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so this is based on the movie I'm working on now. Do you guys
Can we open them?
Yeah, open it up.
All
Take
right.
a look at it.
This
Yeah.
is right here.
What's your favorite comic book?
Spider-Man #1.
Spider-Man #1.
Yeah.
What's your favorite storyline, like story arc in comics?
In comics, geez, right now it's Iron Man, bro.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's one of those things. But I go back to, you know, again, this is funny.
He-Man.
Yeah, no, I like him. No, but if Richie Rich, my mom used to love Richie Rich in
Old
the
school.
70s.
Yeah, the old Richie Rich
Yeah.
comics were good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's upside down there. Sorry, guys.
And my mom used to buy the comic books and read them, and we, you know, isn't that funny? It's like I just remembered right now, Richie Rich. That was in the 70s, bro, mid 70s.
Early shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That
how
is
about
so
you? What's the one you liking right now?
Well, right now I'm not reading too much right now because I've been focused on like some projects that I do and doing film and stuff for them. But overall, the favorite storyline has got to be Flashpoint Paradox, the Justice
wow.
League.
Wow, yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's
That I tell people,
Yeah.
it is because of that comic book alone that I feel the Flash is probably the most powerful character in the DC universe.
yeah. You know, I've always loved the Flash, and one of my favorites. People don't even know who he is. The Silver Surfer. Remember him?
Yeah.
That's So it was. In fact, on my motorcycle, I used to ride. I had it painted on my shield, the Silver Surfer.
What kind of motorcycles you ride?
So at this time, it was a 1987 FZ 700, which I still have, and it's a 1-year bike only. It's a collector's. So
Okay.
I was a motorcycle enthusiast. I've stolen
Harleys? You ever had a Harley?
I've had every motorcycle you could think of.
It's probably we haven't rode before. Like,
Oh man, dude, I ride all the time, bro.
yeah.
We go Class M riders.
Anything that runs, bro, I want to try to drive. I've driven.
Chaps or no chaps?
I mean, that's a whole different ballgame.
Bedazzle.
How many gin and tonics do I need to drink, man?
Let's go. Chaplin.
So, you know what, man? Every time I get an opportunity, I try to drive something that I've never driven. Like I've driven a Zamboni. People don't even know what a Zamboni is.
I do.
I
know
got
what
a
it is?
Zamboni every night. Hello. Thanks, wifey.
It's a hockey reference out.
You know,
of
motorcycles,
Ice rink thing,
cars,
right?
planes. Yes. I've driven, some nice yachts. I actually got to be behind the helm.
Wait, you drove a yacht?
Oh yeah,
That's not
many.
that bad. I'm thinking like a
Oh.
We
shit.
saw you in the pilot seat.
Yeah,
In
did
that
you-
In the
clip.
plane. That was a plane, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Bomber?
yeah. I've flown many planes, man. I've been flying since I was 18.
What the heck?
This on one of the ships, I don't know if I can say it yet because I don't want to get them in trouble, but I was behind the helm of a really, really big cruise ship for at least 35 minutes. I was in awe.
That's the one we were just on. Or
I
what?
don't know if I was. I don't know
Off his third gin and tonic.
I don't even.
I can drive. I drive the ship. I drive the ship.
I drive a boat.
I don't know if I was really driving or they were just putting me on, but it felt like I was driving that ship. Like I was. I mean, it was phenomenal. I was like, wow, this is powerful. But there's a whole team behind it. Like not one person can. It was a lot, and they were supporting me, and I was, there. It was cool. It's a cool feeling.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this
No,
IMDb
cool.
guy, Richard Maldonado. That's the guy we were talking about earlier. I'd asked you, but.
Oh, Maldonado.
Yeah, man. I was trying to remember his name. Actor, producer, Cloverfield, Star Trek, Hollywood Homicide.
That's it.
Anyways, man. Yeah.
You know how you were talking about weight? That was it right there. That was when I was.
That's the
I
one we
brought
all
pictures
grew
of
up and loved. And we still love right
El
here. Man.
Gordito.
Which one you want to do?
Dang, you came packing.
Which one, Vato?
Yeah.
2? Well, I don't know which one 2 is.
1 year. That one.
So, and I brought those for you guys as well, man.
Hell yeah. I need this one signed, though.
Yeah.
You already know.
So I'm doing, combat pugilist. I brought you guys some hats for these cats too, man. So
He got
some
gifts,
shirts,
homie.
some
Look at Bubba
t-shirts.
hopped over the counter real quick.
Yeah. So
Where you
what
going,
I'm saying?
dog? Come over here, man. We got to say bye to Bubba in blackout fashion because a lot of you guys don't get to see his face, and there's a reason for that. No, over here. No.
Balbudo.
You see it everywhere. Yeah. Bubba.
Bubba.
Grab the mic, homie. Yeah, it's just like his shirt right there, man.
Look
What's up,
away.
guys?
Where you going, Bubba?
I'm going to Florida.
What?
For what,
Orlando.
Bubba? Business or pleasure?
You know what? I'm going to go relax my mind.
Okay.
I'm going to put myself to 100 day in a row when I come back. The grind is on.
Wow.
So I'm taking these next 4 days to go relax.
What part of
Put
Florida?
it closer. Put it closer.
I'm going to Tampa, actually.
Oh, nice.
Because I want to go on that little airboat ride through the swamps.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I just want to go relax,
It's yeah. I don't know if he's
Is it
gonna be
really?
relaxing with all those
Fuck
alligators.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to be fucking with alligators, bro.
Fuck yeah. Yep.
Oh, bring some back.
practice
Put
on
on the
the range,
menu.
Oh yeah.
No. I already went. I already did that part.
Well, you know what? Again, like I was saying earlier, that pastrami sandwich with the garlic. Ay, papito.
Yeah.
Man, that was so good.
Ay, papito. I like that one. I've never been called that before.
That was good. I got the other half in the front seat of my car for when I on my drive, man. I mean,
It's an international foodie right here, so props,
Appreciate it,
Bubba.
man. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
That's dope. Never disappoint me, man, with
You
your,
know,
with your
before
food, dog.
I need you to sign my wall before you
Yeah,
take
you
off.
got it, bro.
Please.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I won't
Give me
be here for that, but if you guys can.
You're leaving like right this instant?
Yeah, my plane.
Wait, who you giving the
Safe
keys to the
travels.
shop?
He already got it. Big
Danny? You give fucking Danny the keys? Oh, shit.
Hallelujah.
All you guys here watching around here, you heard it, man. We are now responsible for what this guy's actions is.
That's trust.
Hey, that's fine.
Don't be mad at this.
That's fine.
Hey, it's all right. I've been a manager before, so I know what I need to do. So
I run this shit.
trust me, shit.
Closing shift.
Fuck yeah, boom. Working overnight right now.
Well, have a safe flight, man.
Thank you. We'll see you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bubba.
Thanks again,
Safe
Bubba.
travels, Bubba.
Thank you.
Hey,
Bring me a
fuck,
souvenir,
I was
cigar.
I was gonna say right now, bring me back a souvenir, dog.
Yeah.
Bring me back $1 from the club, fool.
Yeah. He said it smells like fish, but tastes like chicken.
Oh my
A stinky dollar.
Hey, carry him home like 6 packs.
That's too funny.
Cochino.
Ay, ay, ay.
Bubba's a good cat, man.
Oh man.
What do you call these? Are these like
Yeah, let's talk
postcards?
about the gifts.
So these are based on the movie I'm working on now. So this is a superhero film. And
Oh, you got the whole
so
script.
my
yeah, so this is the
goodness.
script. It's the
You
comic
do
book
look like
paper.
Gabriel Iglesias right there. Holy shit.
So those are postcards that were made up. My buddy from California Blend, he also does printing, Manny. So thanks for that. He made a bunch of these. His daughter was in the first part of the movie. We already filmed the first part of the movie and the certain other parts too. So we go into principal photography when I come back from Vietnam.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we get into this movie, and then we take off to Australia.
My goodness.
So yeah, and it's a superhero film. It's great. You know, it's exciting.
Yeah. Man,
So-
thank you for the
Well,
gifts, my guy.
You got it, man.
Like he said earlier, and reinvest. Got to reinvest in
Yeah.
yourself.
Look at
Yeah,
all
that-
this.
that's for
Old school
sure.
cruise on my table. We got
Yeah.
comics. We got Chewy, the bobblehead.
Yeah.
We got the old PIZARRO here.
Yeah, bro.
Before the weight loss.
Hey, we should make bobbleheads of us.
Combat.
You should. I like your idea with the bobblehead. Let's do the bobblehead thing. Look, you gotta get him on camera.
Yeah,
doing
Bob
it.
over here. Bob over here.
Look how he does it. Look how he does it.
Bob this way.
Bubble,
Going
bubble,
up the West
bubble.
Coast with the joint.
That's pretty good.
Like biting the joint, fool.
Do it to the camera. Do it to the camera.
Hey, what's the limit on this? How many gotta get made?
Oh, he made literally 5,000 of them.
Oh shit. That's a lot.
Yeah, so he made 5,000, and
Oh.
So what we do, I've taken with me everywhere I've gone. So he was with me in Japan, he was with me in Thailand, everywhere, and we hashtag Chewy's Adventures, and we send it to the Melgoza familia. His last name was Melgoza, little machete. And I share with the family. We keep his memory alive.
That's dope.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, why don't we do this, guys? We're going to open up the lines. Danny, throw up the number on the screen, Portafas. And we're going to give you guys a Chewy doll. All right? We're going to take maybe the first 3 callers right here. We'll get them to you somehow, some way. We'll mail them to you, all right?
Man, look with the postcard right here.
Yeah. What the postcard?
Flip it on.
There you go.
So, look, here's what you'll get. You'll get a signed autograph, a picture of my man Lou right here. You'll get a Chewy doll, all right? And
a comic book. I brought extra ones.
extra comic books right here. All 3 right now. Call us up. All right, just don't breathe on the phone. Have something interesting to say. You know what I'm saying? Cabrones. And talk to my man Lou right now. 951-293-4180. 951-293-4180. Blackout Podcast. Hotline with Lou PIZARRO.
All right.
So, yeah, man, we got a collection here, bro. For sure.
yeah.
Combat.
Yeah. So let's just think of
What?
the octagon, but with pugil sticks.
Pugilist.
This
I've
is-
never heard of
yeah,
that
so
before. I need
it's
to
a
get
new
out.
sport. It's a new sport that I'm going to be one of the commentators on it. My buddy put it together. I've been working with them for many years on this, and then COVID stopped them, and they just started again. So
What's it called?
We got a
Combat?
studio right here in San Diego County. Yeah. So
Wow.
and it's all Marine Corps based because we're all former. Yeah.
Huge.
And they do this like in boot camp, huh?
Yeah,
Like the
exactly right.
Here we go.
Exactly right.
Let's see here.
Wow.
What's up?
I was trying to. Hello? I don't know if it's going to work because somebody else is calling.
Hello.
Hold on a second here. Hold on, fool. I don't want to hang up on you. See, I don't know how to get to the switch over
Shit.
to the. Hello?
And,
Oh, hold on.
and an accept.
Yeah, but that was the first caller to be cheating. But I don't know how to get to you, what though?
Just call.
Oh, somebody called. Hey, here we go.
Hello.
There he is. The other person hung up. Hello, who's this? Where you calling from?
Oh, Dan, what's up, man? It's Rob Rangle from
Rob from where?
San Bernardino. Rob Rangle.
Hey, what's up, my guy? Right here, IE Local. Dang, Moons could drop it off to you. Congratulations, bro. You just picked yourself up one of these Chewy dolls right here. My man, Lou PIZARRO, Operation Repo, photo right here. Going to sign it for you. And then also we got a comic book for you as well. Go ahead with your question for Lou.
Hey, Lou, what's going on, brother? It's hard to hear about your sister.
Oh, thank you, man. I certainly appreciate that. Okay. We're all getting through it. We're all going through a crazy roller coaster ride, but we got to keep my sister's legacy going.
Amen, amen.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know if you recognize my voice. My name's Robert Rangle, and Lou PIZARRO is a very good friend of mine. And what you see is what you get. He's an amazing man, good heart, and loves his people.
So then you don't need one of these already. Then we're taking that shit back.
No,
Bro.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I already got them. I got them all.
Good.
Keep them, give it to the next
So
caller.
you know what, man, bro. So Robert, this is my boy right here, bro. I'm sorry I didn't even recognize your voice, loco. I was just talking to him. I talk to him all the time, man. So Robert, he's another producer, he's a creator. He's worked with many different famous people. He's worked on BattleBots. He's worked, with different. What was that one cat you were working with? The big musician dude. Robert. Did I lose you?
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
No, I'm here.
this guy. Yeah. Who was the guy you were touring with?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy saw. We've done a lot.
You
of
said big. I thought you meant like big.
Yeah, no, we're actually doing some other projects together, man. So yeah, Rob's out. Man,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
surprised you called in, man. Thank you.
Well, not so.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
I know,
Blackout
I know.
Podcast. Can I get some clappers?
Yeah,
He knows what he's watching. And we IE. Come on, man.
man. All right, shoot.
Come on, Blackout.
That's what's up.
Talk
That's
that
what's up.
shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and say hello. You got an awesome show there, guys. ODM, I support you 100%. And Lou, I guess we'll talk tomorrow, man. God bless you guys all, and have a good night.
Hey, Robert, we want to hear from you more, man. DM me on Instagram for sure, dog. If you work in film, man, maybe there's some way our worlds can, collaborate. You know what I mean?
I sure will. I'll get your number from Lou, and let's keep moving forward, man. Hustle. Let's hustle, baby.
You got it, bro. Un abrazo, homeboy. All right, see ya.
Yeah, I'm keeping his shit. He knows who you are.
Yeah, he totally surprised the hell out of me that he called in.
Everybody else, we had a few more callers. You guys are welcome to call back. Like I said, first 3 callers, we'll get this hookup right here, this package. Oh, there we go. That'll hurt your ears.
That's all right.
Let me see here. All right, Blackout Podcast. You're on with Lou PIZARRO. What's up? Who's this? Hello? Oh, they hung up. All right, let's go to Ontario. We potted up? Hello? Who's this? Oh, they hung up.
They're getting all shy on us.
I should get and drop. Oh, there's another one. That's the same LA one that called. Let's see. Maybe they're in a bad area.
Any of you guys drive classic cars?
I wish. Not yet.
Really?
I got an 03 Scion.
I know
There's a reason behind that, I heard.
Hey, that's a classic. They don't make that no more.
What's up? Who's this?
This is Ray Ray.
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 Ray V?
Ray. Angie V's dad?
Yes.
Hey.
What's up, Ray? This is DJ Angie V.
Hey, you know I'm always down to support you guys. You know that.
That's right, homie. Hey, well, we're about to take care of you, Ray, because we got a hookup right here. We got first off, you got this bundle. My man Lou PIZARRO is going to sign this for you. This bobblehead of Chewy, and then of course we got the comic book, everything, my man. Ray, how's everything going, bro?
Everything's doing good, man. Everything's doing good. I just want to call and send my support to you guys. I'm down for you guys and to the fullest.
Hey.
Nice.
That's what's up, brother.
Shouts out.
Hey, have you ever met Lou before, Lou PIZARRO? Because he's always in the community.
You would. I thought he was not to say anything, but I thought he was the one from what is it? Rimpau. Is it?
Oh, you breaking up, brother? Which one?
The repo.
Yeah, that's me.
That's him. Yeah, but he's just a lot skinnier than this one right here, bro. See, if you act now and get on his diet plan, we can all be Cheeto and stop eating Cheetos. You feel what I'm saying? All keto.
Hot Cheetos.
That's right.
Right on, Ray. Hey, so we'll see you, man. We're all coming down to the next You're Not Down, right?
Is this Sunday?
All right, Sunday. Yes, sir.
We got a long weekend.
Yes, sir. This Sunday coming up.
We're going to be in Portland on Friday, and then we'll be back Saturday to rest, and then Sunday we'll do it all again, man. You should, if you get a chance, Lou, come on through, man. So we'll try to bring Lou out, and she does it once a month, DJ Angie V.
Hey, for sure.
And
bring them down.
It's a day party, basically. Okay. Sundays, 3 to 10. They play old school, oldies. It's our crowd, man. You know.
They got a karaoke because I love to sing.
It's like DJ, though. But yeah, we'll put one up there for you. It's a great time, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Ray. I appreciate that.
Right on, Ray. Well, take care, man. Say hello to the fam.
Much love, Ray.
Okay. Hey, how's everything going?
Oh, everything's good. We just got off a cruise last week. I'm getting interviewed now. I love it.
That was a nice cruise.
And we just got back from Denver, and now we're reminiscing right now with my buddy Lou PIZARRO.
That's right. All right. Well, no more time for you know what I mean. So I just want to call, just send my support and stuff to you guys, and we'll see you guys Sunday.
And La Blackiana says hello.
I mean, much love.
That's right. Much love, Ray.
Right on, Ray. Take care, brother. Hell yeah, man. Good dude right there. Good dude. Shit. Hit us up. Oh, well, I already know how to get a hold of him, so I'll have you signed it for Ray, my man.
And I brought 7 total, so there's extra.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there's 2 extra.
I'm nice.
Thank you for that.
Bubble up a 1 too.
Okay, you got it. So then the 1 packs.
Hello, you're on the Blackout Podcast with Lou PIZARRO.
Hey, what's up, ODM and Lou? This Chicano Duke, man. I just wanted to call in and say Lou is also a rapper. He can rap.
Is that right, dog?
Sometimes. I love to sing, man.
See,
Go ahead.
I seen him at the one of these car shows in Pacoima, I think, at the high school, and he was doing. I said a hip hop, a hippie.
That was at Fernando Gardens in the projects, man. So yeah, it's like some of my family members in 1947 were on the list. To, the first to be there at the Fernando Gardens, man, right there in Pacoima.
Is that right?
Yeah, in 1947. I wasn't even a freaking gleam in my daddy's eye.
Right. Damn, that's
thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. You see, guys, you do things, and this was a long time ago that he's talking about, and it comes, and it's a good feeling.
Right.
And at the time I did it, they asked me, "Hey, can you do something? Can you MC for the kids and stuff like that?" I'm like,
right.
"Yeah." And
it's even dope you remember why they brought you out.
Yeah, and that was just a great thing, man. So thank you, homeboy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, man. A really nice guy down there. I took a picture with you.
Oh,
you were real
bro.
cool. I just wanted to say that. And
did he sign
I was hoping I could ask you huh?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Ask your question, brother.
Oh, yeah, we're kind of off on the timing because I'm watching. But I took a picture with my cell phone, so you weren't able to sign it.
Okay.
But I was just curious. I met Matt Burt, and he's a nice guy. You know him personally and business-wise, and I was just curious because the show doesn't air anymore, and I hate to touch on a sensitive subject, but I was curious, are you guys friends, and if not, can you restore that relationship someday, you think?
So bro,
Matt was the guy from Operation Rimpau?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he was my Mr. T.
The ball-headed guy, right?
So like I was saying earlier, everything was based on an A-team. Mm-hmm. So my original guy, Frank Austin, he was in the Marine Corps with me, and he was a guy on film first, and he ended up getting a job in Vegas, and we weren't picked up yet. And I'm like, dude, go get the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as far as like anybody involved in the TV show, man, it's like, to me, everything's always, situations can be fixed. It's like, to me, I love everybody. I always will, regardless, man. You're going to have people that are going to have different opinions, and that's their right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, man, everything's repairable, man. The only thing that's not repairable is death, man. That's it. So I hope I answered your question, man.
Yeah, it did.
So,
I hope it's not over money in the end, because money's so irrelevant in the terms of life. You know what I mean? What's important is love and relationships. And I hope that you guys can be friends, because when I watched Repo, you guys were friends. You guys went through so much together that the money should be irrelevant. At this point, you guys have to be friends. I don't know how you go through years together, at each other's throat. You guys shared every emotion that there could be shared between people, and then hate each other today. I just don't think that makes sense. And then to know Matt, he's such a nice guy. To see you're such a nice guy. And then to see you guys bump heads about anything when life is so short and fragile.
Exactly.
Great
Y'all
observation.
should just squash it. That y'all should just squash it, whatever it is. Well, stop pointing blame at each other and just go from today. And I just hope you guys can restore that friendship. And that's all I wanted to say.
You know what? So I feel exactly how you feel. I share your feelings 100%, man. And everybody in my camp knows. Everybody knows who I am. As you're saying it. So I share the exact same thing. And I thought that happened the last time we met about 3 or 4 years ago. I took him out to breakfast. And so you're saying that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Things change for whatever reason. But I did do that since you brought it up.
Yeah, so you're still in conversation.
Yeah. So, years ago, it's like I invited him and Froy to squash everything because they had a problem. They had an issue, whatever it was, and it should have never been with me, the guy that opened the door for them. Should have never been with me. But since you're bringing it up, it is what it is. I don't have a problem with anybody, man. I'm going to keep on soaring. I'm going to keep on moving forward. People that believe in me and respect me are going to be with me. That's just the way it is, man.
Amen to that, bro.
So, and that's it. But I definitely appreciate you. And that we weren't even going to talk about that, but since you brought it up, you're a fan of the show. It is what it is, man. But exactly what you said, homeboy, is exactly how I feel about everyone. You shouldn't have it. Life is too short, man. It really is. And you know what? And the proof is in my sister just passing away.
Right.
So when I hear that, it really bothers me because until they're dead, it's too late.
Right.
No chingus, man. It's too late when you're dead. Don't be an idiot. Stop being a knucklehead. Move on. Stop being a victim and get with it. What the hell? I don't make any excuses. I don't, I've been through more shit than anybody that we even know. And I get, this is crazy, but it is what it is, man. It's like I do all kinds of stuff for everybody. I respect, I love. that's just how I've been. That's what's in my heart. God gave me a heart of service, and no one's ever going to change that, period. Anyways, homeboy, I hope I answered your question.
I love it, dog.
You did.
All
You
right,
know,
bro,
and at the end of the day, and I know this might, I won't keep you too long, but at the end of the day, it's just money. You know, and like my dad told me, you can't take it with you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I know you made him a lot of money. He might look at the bad thing, but I know you probably made Matt a pretty rich guy. I'm not saying, but you gave him an opportunity. Nonetheless, you guys did make money. And I just hope that, you know, I don't know, that there's so much pride involved, but I just hope you guys can squash it and be friends again.
I hear you, bro.
Right.
And again, like I said, man, I thought we did that the last time we met, but you must know him a little better than you know, and I guess it doesn't seem that way from whatever he's telling you. But we did. We met that right there in Silmar with one of my producers, Elvis, Fro, and him, and we met at Fiddler's, and we shook hands. We squashed it. They even apologized to me. That's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? And I guess not. I guess it wasn't meaningful, obviously. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but what can I say? At any rate.
All right, guys.
All right, brother.
Appreciate your call,
Thank you.
brother, man. We got this bundle for you. We still gonna have you sign something, man. So send me your info, bro, through text, and then we'll get this out to you, okay?
See you at the parade, man.
I'm sorry to talk so long. You guys have a good night.
All right.
No,
you
don't
got
apologize. You're good. It was great points right there. Thank you, man.
All right.
Take care. All right. Let's see here. Real quick, man. I wasn't gonna touch upon it, but it was crazy because when I booked you to come here, it was like maybe 3 weeks ago. And then 2 weeks ago, that's when I got the news about your sister.
Yeah.
I saw it, bam, right there on TMZ. I'm like, hell no. And I reached out to you, for your text. I didn't want to call because I don't call people right away. I mean, people just handle it differently. It just happened, you're mourning or what have you. You need to be with family. So I sent you a little text. I said, hey, brother,
You did.
I just heard what happened about the hermana. I'm sorry. I says, if you need anything, here for you. And, when time heals, let me know, whatever. Just to reach out, And you sent me some, response back, and which was dope. I didn't expect it. But can we talk about anything that just for the fans that know, or memories, or just anything that...
So my sister, she had a stroke, 5-6 years ago. And, she was recovering, and then COVID hit, and then they stopped giving her the rehabilitation that she needed because of the COVID.
That's right.
So then after that, they started doing it again, and, she was getting better. She was, she was still paralyzed. Half of her body was paralyzed, man. That's the unfortunate truth. And then last year, like November, I think it was, she had another stroke. And so then she was completely paralyzed. Then she was able to move her hand a little bit, and so
was she still continuing working like after the whole season? No, I mean after Operation Repo, was she done?
Yeah, she was pretty much done.
Okay, got it.
So she again, I call her, FaceTime her, I drive out there, and just recently I went to go see her again. I think in December. And then I went again just a couple months ago, and I already knew she was in hospice. You know what I'm saying? And it just fucking breaks my heart, man, that, she was like my mom, bro. She was like my mother. I grew, literally my mom, single mom working. Sonia was there raising us, bro. Everything that I did was with Sonia, so. And when I hear things, people don't know, man. They don't know shit. Yeah, they don't know my sister like they pretend to know, and they say they're full of shit. I grew up with her. I when she was pregnant, I took her to the hospital. I drove her car at 11 years old, to Holy Cross or whatever the hospital was for her to have a baby. She goes, come back in 2 days. I went back in 2 days. She had a baby in her hand.
Wow.
Like stuff like this, picking coffee beans, the shit that we went through together. Nobody knows it.
Come up, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and those knuckleheads that say what they say, man, they get the comeuppance. They will, and it's just, they have no clue. And so, I'm there, and I know this is the last time I'm going to see my sister, man, and it's just killing me.
Yeah.
And I remember that same feeling when I went to go see my grandmother, and my grandma, she's crying. I said, Abuelita, why are you crying? She goes, because I know this is the last time I'm going to see you. Broke my heart, man. The same feeling there. I said, Sonia, what can I do something for you, and what can I do for you? I mean, I'm not going to tell you what she asked me.
Yeah.
But. So, she says, can you get me some German chocolate cake, man? I went and got her some cake. Fed my sister the last time. So it really bothers me, when people they try to get that social media sympathy. You know, you'll never see me ever post anything. And I didn't want to talk about this today.
Right.
You know, I'll never post anything because that's between me and her.
Right.
Our life is her. No one knows. They claim to know. I don't care who she was married to, who she wasn't. They have no clue. You know what I'm saying? And it just burns me. And the one that my heart breaks for is my mom. You know, because I went through this already. My sister Lucy, she passed away in 1994. She was 1982 Miss San Fernando, Latin America.
Wow.
Yeah, and she died early. And I went through this with my mom. And I thought it was going to kill her. I remember the feeling like yesterday. I had the same feeling again. You know, and it's just like something that we have to go through. You know, I have my own kids and stuff like that, but it's a difficult situation. So I don't go claiming to know, you know, if someone goes through it. I totally respect. I respect everybody and everything, man. You know, so just to kind of finish up on that, my sister, I will make sure her legacy continues. I have other things that I was doing with my sister, and I will make sure her legacy continues in a positive way because Sonia was unique. She was unique.
Yes,
you
she
know?
was.
You know, and people, they have no clue what I went through with my sister, the things we done, you know, it's just to eat. You know,
Right.
That's why when I said the government cheese, like I was serious about that. You didn't even know my sister used to make stuff with that government cheese that you wouldn't even think is possible to feed us.
Wow.
Okay, so it's really deep that way. So, anyways, I love my sister. I'm always going to love her, and I hope everybody respects that, you know, that that relationship that I have with my sister, you know. And again, it's unfortunate, you know, the world lost an awesome woman. You know, I lost a sister. My mom lost a daughter. My nephews lost their mother. You know, it's just a sad situation. But you know what? We got to continue, man, to get through it. And on the cruise, man,
Yeah.
I had, you know, bless everybody. There was a roller coaster ride. I had a contract. I was there to work. But that was in the back of my mind. And every time someone came up to me and they said,
Of course.
they said, hey, man, sorry about your
That
sister,
must have
man.
been difficult.
Dude, I never took these off.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was hard, man. And it was, you know, I had tears in my eyes all freaking night, you know. So,
You know, the thing is you're human, brother, and everybody feels that. I've been there once or, you know, before in their lives of experiencing a passing of a relative, good, great friend, so on and so forth. So I don't know. I came in passing on the cruise. First off, man, thank you for sharing that. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean to just bring it, but you know, anything you wanted to share, I was going to let you do what you wanted to do on it. It was so fresh. And then when that happened, I was like, oh man. Then I saw you on the cruise and I was like, God, he's going to have a hell of a time. Like, I don't know how he's going to get through this. You know what I'm saying? I just kept thinking, and I saw you, but, you know, it takes a strong man individual to do that, you know, especially people are asking you coming up.
you know, the crazy thing is that God does everything for a reason. Everything's about timing. Like, so I was driving out there to, you know, to say goodbye to my sister again for, you know, the services, whatever. And I'm like, cab was on. There's a major accident. And 3 people die on Mother's Day. 2 kids and the lady. She was 30. I'm like, what does this mean? What's going on here? Stuck there for 3 hours. The freeway's closed for 8 hours.
This was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I drove all the way back home. I'm like, and I'm calling my sister Judy. I'm like, I said, I don't know what to do. It's like, I go and I try to book a flight and get a flight. I wouldn't have made this. I wouldn't have made that because it was at 2:00, and so that was my thing. And it's just like, what's going on here? Was I gonna die in an accident too, or something like that? It's like, it's in God's hands. There's nothing I can do, you know. So even on the ship, it's like right after the ship, we got back early. Monday, I was supposed to do the golf tournament with Emilio Rivera, and I had told him, I said, bro, I'm not gonna make it. So I don't think it's a smart thing for me to have a golf club in my hand. That's how I felt, man, because it was.
I hear you on that. Everything is timing,
so,
brother.
Yeah, and it was just. So the point is, I was on a roller coaster ride till today of emotions, man.
Yeah.
You know, so, but at the same time, I don't think my sister would ever want me to change.
Right.
You know, she wouldn't want me to change at all, man. So not for anybody, no matter what anybody says. My sister knows my heart. I know hers. Nobody knows what we went through together. They'll probably never know. You know.
You know, it's interesting because you and I share something similar. I mean, me and him weren't brothers, but DTX, my partner. You know, after his passing, I got to this day, you know, I still get ridiculed for certain things. It's like, you didn't know our relationship, and you never will. All you see is what's on social media.
Right.
That's it, and that's only a scratch of the surface of how it really was. And so I feel you on that. You know, you don't have to prove anything to anybody, and half of this shit is fabricated or twisted anyway by people's words as it is.
That's exactly right. You know, getting back to, DWTX, I remember when I actually went out to Denver. Remember that? And I was on a plane thinking, I'm like, I don't judge anybody, man. Never have. I never will, because I don't know what the hell they're going through. I tried my best, and to do what I did the best I could at my end, right? But God had a different plan. You're not going to go against that, man. You just got to go roll with the punches, and I do it all the time. You know, so at any rate, I feel you, bro. You know, it was a hard situation. You know,
it is. Especially, you know, going off of that is you had no idea about Bobby's condition. You wanted to just do in the beginning when we came a document or a series just based off Lighter Shade because you were a fan. But then when we came to you and we kind of like threw it out there and him with me, like about his condition, which I won't get into, you know, but
sure.
You know, you still rolled with it. You know, he still rolled with it because he wanted people to know maybe he can help somebody with this condition.
Yeah, he absolutely wanted that. You know, it's like we all did. And like Rudy Escobar, he's like, bro, we're going to, help this group get back together. Oscar, same thing. Like everybody wanted to, like, this is our legacy. If we could help this group get back together. And it's still part of our legacy. Because, for 3 episodes in a documentary, we're a part of that, man. Again, we weren't able to control the outcome because it's in God's hands. What can we do? Right. We did our best. You don't judge somebody for doing their best or putting their heart 100%. You can't. Like you said, nobody knows our relationship. Nobody knows your relationship. I still don't know. But you know what? Regardless, I was just supporting. I never got involved in that. Never judged that because I don't know. Whatever you guys needed, I was there and I did it. So.
Well, thank you. You came and you opened up and talked about it, Luke, because you could have canceled today, man, which would have been understandable too. Let's take another call real quick. And because we got some more pictures to give out. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Oh, yeah, me. Oh my gosh. If you only knew how many times I called, I was blowing you up. Let's just put it that way.
Who's this?
It's me, ODM. It's Angie V.
It's me, Angie V. That's her name on this. Say hello to Lou. Say hi.
Hi, Angie.
Hello. Hi, Lou. Pizarro.
Hi, Angie.
I know you said you didn't. Hi, Blackiana and Money Moons and Danny Boy. Hello, guys. And I'm going to send a little shout-out to little Art. He's always telling in the chat when he knows I'm calling, send me a shout-out, shout me out. So there you go, little Art.
Wow. Awesome.
She's a diehard. Like we see a diehard supporter. We love her.
Wow. I like it, man. That's like a celebrity name, Angie V. Like a reality status.
Well, not to be confused with the DJ we were just talking about earlier, because I know you get mixed up a lot about that, right? It's me, Angie V.
Yeah, and I feel bad when I tell people, no, that's not me. Because I know they want to talk to her and, communicate with her. But it's an honor to share the same name. Like she said, the day I called in when she was there in your podcast.
Right, exactly. We're going to see her this Sunday. You got any questions for Lou?
No, I was just calling to give my condolences to him.
Oh, thank you.
And to tell him to keep up the good work. I mean, I'm just in awe with everything he's doing and has done and continues to do. He's pushing forward, and just wanted to give him that props on all that,
Oh, thank you, Angie. I appreciate that.
Angie,
that is really nice of you.
You're welcome. Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and message us, email us your information. We're going to send you out an autographed photo from Lou, and then also this Chewy doll and a comic there, so you can have for your collection. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Where do I hit you up to? Where do I do that?
Do you have Instagram? Do you have
Yeah, I could hit you up through Instagram. I have you guys on Instagram. I follow
Okay,
you there.
just send us a direct message. That way nobody sees your phone number and your address. You have a bunch of crazies out there in front of Mitz Me Angie V's house. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
All right, you guys take care. Have a blessed weekend. Vanessa, I know you're probably going to hear this. Hopefully you do. Happy belated Mother's Day to you, Mama.
Hey, it's my wife.
Nice.
And happy belated to you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so, bro, man, time went by. It was like 2 hours. It was a long time, man.
Oh yeah, bro. You
haven't-
have a hell of a story.
I haven't
man.
talked so much in geez, man.
2 hours.
We got history, baby.
I,
Yeah.
I definitely thank you guys for having me, man. It's refreshing. So what you guys are doing, keep it up. It's good stuff. All of you guys are awesome, man. And one thing that I always like to tell everybody is like treat everyone like a star because you never know who they are
Facts.
or who they're going to become.
Yep.
Or when they're going to be gone.
Up the ladder, down the ladder.
That's right.
Amen, man. Thank you, Lou Pizarro, for coming through, brother. And I know I'm going to see you on the stage soon. I don't know. We're probably booked. We don't even know it. I know we're on the cruise, the old school cruise for sure. Next year, 2.0. By the way, are those tickets still available or do they sell out?
Yeah, so go to the oldschoolcruise.com and see what's going on. We still have cabins available on the second ship, the 2.0.
Right.
So you go to mile 2024.
Because it's 2 ships.
That's 2 ships. Also, guys, if you can't make that ship, we have cabins available for the Super Legends Cruise 2024, September. This one in September sold out, but 2024 is available, guys.
Is that the one with the Ramon Ayala or no? It's a different one.
That's a different one. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
But we got some cool cruises. Again, guys, go to the oldschoolcruise.com, see what's going on. Get your cabins because they go quick. And, and there is a waiting list, but you rarely, get the cabin. Some people might drop out, but look, I'm telling you, book the cabin.
Get the cabin.
$100
Get the cabin with the view.
$150 down, and you can make payments through the whole year. That way, when you get to the cruise, it's paid off. So again,
That's smart.
oldschoolcruise.com.
And it's
see
worth
what's going on.
Yes, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but we had the best time ever on the old school cruise, guys. You guys, we released a video on the RVG fam. You can check that out on YouTube channel with this last recent trip to Ensenada. It was off the hook. So yeah, man, looking forward to next year for sure. Again, one thing I want to point out: if you're going on next year in the 2 ships, make sure you get the right ship that whoever you want to see perform, because if you want to see lighter shade of brown and you book on the Royal Caribbean, well, we're not going to be on that ship. We're going to be on the Carnival.
Yeah, we're on the 2.0 boat.
So some people can just read the fine line is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know which one we're going to be on, because Lou, I don't think that we're not switching boats, right? The artists.
Yes, we are.
We are?
Yes, artists only. So you're getting a double whammy, y'all. You double dipping.
Oh, so they sold it.
Yes.
Damn. So they got to move all my shit from one to the other?
So that's the whole cool thing about it.
Oh, damn.
They're gonna make you walk the plank. Oh,
Yeah, I'll do a belly fly with Tortinator.
Hey,
And we're going to switch in Mexico then?
Yeah, probably.
yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it's going to be amazing.
Right on.
Just imagine all those different artists you're going to get to listen to.
Hell
yeah.
Dang, that's tight.
Yeah.
Big lineup, man. Moore's Day and the Time. I'm really excited to see them next year. Whoo, man, I grew up on them Paisley Park days. But
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, you know.
It's going to be amazing, man.
Before we get up out of here, though, hey, can we this Friday we're going to Portland? Can we throw that flyer up, my G?
Oregon, right?
Yeah, we're going to Portland, Oregon. And we're playing up there.
I'm Lou Pizarro, an adventure and aficionado of many places.
Operation Passport. That's what happens when you get high, Vato.
Good.
There it is right
There it
there.
is.
Brown Boy, Hood Made, AC the Promoter. Shout out to the homie this Friday again. Shout out to DJ Lemont. We'll be out there, Portland. It's been a while since we've been to Portland. PDX Event Center. Get your tickets right now, eventbrite.com, or you can also go to shoplsob.com and come on out. It's a concert, cruise, and event. Of course, what other place artists to kick it with and chill on a Friday afternoon. The homies lighter shade of brown. That's it, y'all. Hey, for those that are listening to this, you can always check us out, man, on Spotify, Pandora, and all the audio platforms. But here's where we go live when you can see us on Mondays, 7 p.m. Blackout Podcast YouTube channel. Gracias to everybody in the crew.
that's
Yeah.
right.
We out.